What's going on? It's your dog Art Man, and we're back with another boxing conversation. Look, hold on, get my camera right. It's looking kind of nice already, though. Hold on, young handsome king. Nah, we doing our thing, man. ArtManApparel.com, best boxing merch in the motherfucking game. Wait till my people join in before we really start cooking. Let me put this banner up. Yeah, Art Man Apparel. I say that shit every day. I'm about to get that shit tatted, actually. Art Man Apparel. Real shit, because I believe in my brand so much and my just artistic skills. I totally, every day I wake up, I think about art. Every day is art, 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 and boxing. So that's why we're here. But I'm gonna wait till my people tune in. Shout out to my dude, Southwest. My dude, Southwest. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Yeah, let's fucking cook though. But yeah, some shit I wanted to chop it up about. I wanted to chop it up about the whole Devin Haney. He's coming back May 2nd. And we ready to get that ring rust off. That's what it really is to me, in my opinion. I feel like it's a fight to get the ring rust off. I respect Ramirez, a hell of a former champion. He did his thing, but I feel like the young guy Devin, he's just too much for him right now, even coming off a no contest. Yeah, and then looking at the pictures, man, he's in shape. He's ready. Dev is ready. He's in shape. They said they not promoting that card. Yeah, they not really, because they really not promoting that card. But yeah, they all getting their bag though, like they say. So if they getting their bag, that's that. They posting like some stupid ass, goofy ass shit. The zone just posting, oh well, do you see Devin Haney hitting the pads? He looks nice. Imagine yourself hitting the pads with Devin Haney. Like, bro, that's the promotion that y'all got. That's all y'all got for this fight promotion. That's the only thing y'all got. They're not really promoting it well, but it is what it is. How can you really promote fucking two retards fighting each other? That's Ryan Garcia and Rolly Rivera. Everybody's talking about, oh, Rolly's such a star because the way he talks, man. Tank did knock his screws loose, man, and Pitbull finished that shit. He ain't talking like the way he was talking before, man. He's fucked up in the head. But he might catch Ryan with some shit, but he's trash. Rolly's trash. I want him to catch Ryan with some shit. That'd be some funny shit though. But then again, somebody's like, oh, well, what if it happens to Devin? Hey, what if? What if, right? But this is boxing. You never fucking know. But last week we watched a good fight, man. Boots versus Staniosis. I didn't get a chance to really break that fight down. Boots versus Staniosis. It was a good fight, man. Said though, the E Mighty Art Man salute. Shout out to you, man. I didn't really get to break down that Boots fight, man. That Boots fight was really good, man. You know what really got him the key to victory in that fight? The um the uppercuts. Those uppercuts and body shots. Oh my god. The Europeans do not like body shots, man. He was fucking him up with that shit. I said, oh man, he went rah, rah. Boots is just too athletic, too big, too strong, man. I said it today on Twitter because somebody's like, "Oh, do you want to see Haney versus Boots?" And I'm thinking to myself, like, "Man, that's a good fight, but nah, man. The only person I see beating Boots right now is somebody who's stronger than him and somebody who's bigger than him in a higher weight class. I don't see somebody at 147 or somebody smaller beating him. Nah, I don't see that happening. I won't even entertain that shit. But if it happens, shit, it happens. So yo, shout out to my dude Cyrus. Yeah, we just posted, man, talking this boxing shit. I see you comment on Ryan Garcia hitting the pads, me hitting the bag, man. Ryan Garcia, look, Ryan is trash. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. They're gonna try to say, oh well, look what he did to Haney, man. I don't give a fuck what he did to Haney. I mean, I do because it's some cheating shit, but when I'm talking about like just skill wise, Ryan is trash, bro. He is trash. He has a good fast left hook. But when he throw that shit, his hands, niggas want to talk about Devin Haney keeping his hands down. No, Ryan keeps his hands down. Ryan keeps his hands down every time he throw a right hook, a left hand. His shit is always down. It's never back up here. Never. So I'm like, dog, he comes to a fight with Devin Haney clean off the juice, nigga. He's gonna get cooked. He's gonna get cooked all 12 rounds. He might win 1 or 2 rounds, but he's gonna get cooked. He's definitely gonna get cooked. You know why? The same shit y'all criticize Devin for, it's like y'all acknowledge that, yeah, Devin was winning the fight, but he just got hit with the left hook. Now, what happens if Devin doesn't get hit with the left hook? So you're saying that Devin completely outclasses him because you know that's what's going to happen. These fans indirectly tell you what's going to happen, and they know it. They definitely know it. They're saying, man, they're hoping and praying that Ryan fucking, has the same power and advantages that he had in the fucking first fight. They know that shit's not gonna happen. Second fight, if everything's on the up and up, they go in there clean, man, he's gonna get cooked. He's gonna get cooked all 12 rounds. All 12. And it's gonna be funny because everybody's gonna be saying, oh, the fight's boring. It was boring. Said Art, man, salute, t-shirt quality on point. Hey, shout out to you, brother. I know you just bought a shirt, huh? And I sent it out to you. Yeah, shout out to you, brother, man, for shopping with me. See, I even got my own. I only wear my own shit for real. For if I'm not wearing a white tee or a black t-shirt, I'm only wearing my own shit for real. But I got this undisputed on today. This shit fire, fire, fire. Woo! And niggas talking about quality. How long ago was that fight with Bibble? And how long I've been having this shit? Quality on 10. See that? Come on, man. ArtMenApparel.com. But shout out to you, bro. So he literally lost every round. Devin didn't. That's what I'm saying. Like, and that's why I had to post it today. Because I really had to sit back and like educate these niggas. Because on my timeline, I see a whole bunch of what the kids say, glazing. I see a whole bunch of Ryan Garcia glazing on the timeline. So I'm like, let me kick some knowledge real quick. This guy, Ryan Garcia, this guy sucks. He actually sucks because for you to be on Nandrolone, Ostarine, and outweigh Devin Haney, and you rehydrate to whatever you wanted to rehydrate. There's no IBF clause or nothing. So you rehydrated to whatever size you wanted to. And you couldn't get this guy up out of here? And it really got me thinking, like, man, come on now. You give me the chance to be on two pets, Ostarine and Nandrolone, and I'm fighting a nigga that I'm bigger than. I'm punching a hole through that nigga, man. He's getting stopped. He's getting stopped. But instead, this guy, Ryan Garcia, is going fucking toe-to-toe getting tagged and popped. There's several. They only post pictures of Ryan Garcia hitting Devin that fight. Bro, there's several pictures of Devin Haney catching Ryan Garcia with a left hook as well. But they don't want to hear that shit. They just want to celebrate the fact that it appeared that Ryan got over on Devin Haney, which is understandable. I understand it's obvious reason. Y'all been seeing Floyd Mayweather kick y'all people's asses also for so long. When you finally get a win over a young Black American guy coming up, y'all hold that shit close to your hearts, even if it result in cheating. So I never really have a problem with Ryan Garcia fans for real, for real. I only have a problem with the Black Ryan Garcia fans because it's like, damn nigga, you got no shame. You don't got no shame. This nigga said fuck you, and he wants to bring back George Floyd. And you remember niggas was just riding around this bitch around George Floyd. This nigga he talking about he want to bring back to life and kill again. And niggas just sitting there like, oh well, he does got a good left hook. Nah, I can't fuck with that. Ryan's a fucking weirdo. And it's always, when you ask me about Ryan, it's always gonna be negative because what the shit that he said. I don't understand why fans be coming to me acting like I'm tripping when I be like, nah, fuck Ryan Garcia. Nah, fuck him. He said fuck me, so fuck him. He said fuck all of us, so fuck him. But yeah, Said, bro, the craziest part is Ryan is like a legend in his hometown for beating everybody as bad niggas dropping out of school. Ryan, look, here's the thing. Ryan, right? If he would have went on and just had some discipline, you know what I'm saying? Let's break it down a little bit. Because I wasn't always a quote unquote Ryan hater. I liked Ryan at one point. But Ryan, he lacked discipline. Even Canelo Alvarez, who was in the camp with him, he said, man, Ryan, he's a talent, but he has no discipline. He's fucking around. He's bullshitting. He's bullshitting. And you know that. That's not just my opinion. That's other people's opinion. He's a bullshitter. He has no discipline. So him taking performance enhancing drugs, bro, it really put a stain on his career. Even though fans like to celebrate it, all that shit is temporary. It's temporary because when he goes into the next fight, if he loses or looks crazy, that's what they're gonna remember him by. Oh well, you had that crazy highlight of getting over on Devin Haney, but nigga, at the end of the day, you were on the peds, you were on the juice, and we can see it for what it is now. That's just gonna fade. But when you stay disciplined, like guys like Floyd Mayweather, you'll be remembered because you put in the hard work, you grind, you got the belts. Has Ryan ever even won a belt before? I don't even think he ever won a belt before. Never been a champ. Rolly's been a champion before Ryan. Ain't that some shit? Well, shout out to Rolly because he's disciplined. He take his ass whooping like a man. He don't say, "Hey, I got my ass whooped by a Tank, so I'm about to go back and fucking pop dirty. I'm gonna fight the next guy on peds." Nah, he ain't do that. That's what Ryan did. And fans got to really hold Ryan's feet to the flame because people be on some, oh, let's hear Ryan out. And nah, fuck that. He's a grown man and he has to be held accountable for his motherfucking actions. He stuck the needle in either his ass or his fucking arm and he popped dirty. Why he can't just say that? Said drop the link. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the link. Give me 1 second. 1 second, I'm gonna drop that link. Said Ryan was the interim. Yeah, he was like the interim, and then his time to fight Devin Haney. The first time he said nah, but then when he loses to Tank, he wants to come back on the fucking juice, man. There's no honor in that, man. There's no honor in that. No honor. Yeah, there's no honor in motherfucking what Ryan did, man. And I'm trying to tell you, like, yeah, this little temporary clout is cool for the time being. But as we can see, it's not really transcending to dollars because niggas are not trying to buy this pay per view. But anyways, all that little shit, that little clout that he had from cheating Devin Haney, that shit's cool. But it would have been 1,000 times better. Let's be real. If he never popped dirty for against Devin Haney, and it was just all said and done that he beat Devin Haney, he moved. Bro, do you know how big his career could be right now? You know how big his career could be right now? But instead, he went on some bullshit. He tested dirty, positive. So now he got this weird, what I'm saying, persona going on where it's like, oh, you're supposed to be the good guy, bad boy at the same time, but you don't really got it going on like that for real because look at your look at they're trying to blame Haney. I don't get these fucking Ryan Garcia and Haney haters. They're trying to blame Devin Haney for the fight not selling right now, the pay-per-view. But they want to say, oh, well, he's fighting on the co-main of Ryan Garcia. Wait, hold on. I thought Ryan Garcia was the star. Why are niggas trying to blame Devin Haney? Why is that? Man, shout out to everybody in the chat. You said we seen that Ivy, and that's I've seen that Ivy video. So that's why when people be like, "Oh, Ryan just had a little bit of Oster," I don't be trying to hear none of that shit. Ryan had Nandrolone in his system and Osterine, Nandrolone and Osterine. Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. But anyway, you said Ryan got to run in at 147. He a weight bully. Nah, he not. He's bro. He's not fighting at 140. I don't even think he ever fought at 140. If we being honest, he said point six nanograms, but he sued. Huh? Is he a villain or a victim? Punk one. Okay. You must be one of them. One of them. Okay, we see. Because it's really the Devin Haney show. Because they really want to see how they really. Let's be real. The main interest in this fight is seeing how Devin Haney looks coming back. Is he still a threat? Does he still got it? Said he is the star, and that's why Devin on the undercard bum. Okay, hey, that's your opinion. Said that's what I'm saying. Devin don't. What I'm saying, don't sell. They saying Devin don't sell. How's it Devin when Ryan's supposed to be the main event? Ryan, in y'all eyes, right? Ryan is coming off of a big win. He didn't really lose, and he really didn't take pets. So this should be like a big, amazing fight, right? Right? You know what I'm saying? Everybody should be jumping to buy pay-per-views right now. But it's not that. It's not that. And y'all know why it's that. So Devin, the victim, Haney. Niggas be mad at Devin for getting cheated. Niggas be mad at Devin because he the one that got cheated. Why are you mad? And niggas be talking about the fucking lawsuit. Last time I checked, the lawsuit is the reason why we got the fight right now, right? You remember? Don't you remember? Come on now. You remember. Ryan Garcia was on some fuck the rematch. Oscar De La Hoya was on some fuck the rematch. It's like they hit the lottery and said, fuck that. We ain't finna double back. Hell no. Nah. Why would we do that? That's how they was feeling. They was feeling like they just won a fucking dice game and say, you know what, why the fuck we look like double backing on that shit? Why the fuck would we throw another hand? Why would we do that when we just came up? They were on that type of shit. But then when that you know the saying the news popped, that motherfuckers tested dirty, positive. Now niggas talking about so oh well I got a point to prove now. Nah, bitch ass nigga. Niggas was trying to they was trying to leave, bro. They was trying to escape, bro. But that lawsuit got them right back in. Hey, cause this is chess, not checkers, man. This is business. Can't be letting them snakes motherfuckers slither. Nah, you better grab that motherfucking snake by his head. Straight up. Said dudes with Ryan Dick Rider. Yeah, of course. Said Ted Devin. Hey, you can be that. You can be all that. It don't matter. Said I bet that dude was a brother. Who knows? Said then again they tax and then they taxing for that shit. These is tune-up fights. Like, let's be real. These is tune Ryan versus Rolly. Nigga, how many times Rolly did been knocked out? Canelo versus Skull? Who the fuck is Skull, nigga? Like, bro. Nigga, YouTube is free. And I still ain't look up no William Skull fucking highlights. You know why? Because who the fuck is this nigga, bro? Like, what we talking about? But you know, it is what it is. He's a mandatory. So you gotta handle it. You know what I'm saying? Canelo has to handle it. And hopefully he can make it to the Crawford fight. That's all I care about, right? But yeah, anyways, Devin Haney, he's looking sharp, man. He's in the gym. He's working hard. And he out here looking crazy. He ain't out here talking too much either. But folks is talking. They talking about they like Ramirez in that fight. Hey, there's nothing wrong with picking whoever. And that's why people be like, oh, you Devin Haney fan and all. Bro, I don't care if you don't like Devin Haney. I don't have to force you to like Devin Haney or not. If you don't like him, that's you. But you can't force me to like Ryan Garcia, trash ass. I still, bro, I'm old enough to remember niggas was calling Ryan Garcia a quitter. Now he a hero? How do we forget? This nigga took a knee. Didn't even want to continue. That's what it shows you what type of fighter he is, bro. Quitting. He ain't got no visual damage on his face. No, he ain't fucking beat up or nothing like that. Eyes leaking or whatever against Tank. Tank tapped on his fucking gut. He said, oh, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna stop. Nigga's a quitter. And now all of a sudden he's a hero because he put a needle in his ass to you niggas. That's cool to y'all? Fuck out of here. Said Robert Garcia. Yeah, I seen that cap shit with Robert Garcia. Robert Garcia talking about some Devin Haney requested that we fight at a new weight class because, or at a higher weight because, or whatever. Nigga, stop it. Stop. If that's his way to build up the fight, nigga, don't do that. Don't do that, nigga. Nigga, don't do that. That should sound crazy. Yeah, nigga, don't do that. He said Dev a real one for taking the rematch, but Ryan may have his number. How he gonna have his number if he even win the first fight? Oh well, nah, he didn't win the first, and that's the thing. Look, this is facts, not feelings. Even though the eyes show, okay, Ryan was able to get over Devin Haney, the facts remain the man put something into his body that gave him an unnatural advantage. By the rules, that's cheating. It doesn't count. It's cheating. Why is it so hard for boxing fans to understand this? Like, yo, the nigga cheated, plain and simple. Like, how can we? Why we can't just move on from that? Niggas gotta explain. Well, nigga, there's no wells. Every argument you can have. Well, Devin should have did this. Devin should have did this. Well, Ryan shouldn't have fucking stuck the needle in his ass, and this would have been a great win for him. But now we're having this fucking conversation because Ryan wasn't man enough to fight Devin Haney without the performance enhancing drugs. It's that simple. Niggas want to, oh, well, this, nah, nigga. How about this? How about you don't take performance enhancing drugs? How about you do that? Man, niggas making all these excuses, bro. I'm grown. Nigga, I'm a grown ass man. If I go into my job, nigga, and if they make me take a fucking drug test for some drug that's banned, because weed ain't banned in Minnesota where I'm at. Weed's legal here. So yeah. If they make me take a drug test for some drug that's banned, right? And I pop dirty, you think I can tell them, hey man, ashwagandha, Illuminati, Conte? No, nigga, they're gonna say, hey, you don't have to go home, but you have to get the fuck out of our office. That's what they're gonna tell me if I told them some stupid ass shit that Ryan Garcia is telling y'all. And y'all sitting here believing that. Well. There's no well with me, nigga. I'm grown. I know how to fuck up the world the way the world works. I understand that shit. Ryan Garcia, he has the you know the complexion for the protection. It's that simple. I've been in this country all my life. I know how it goes, man. I know how it goes. The black guy. How is the black guy who's the clean fighter? How is he the fucking villain? But Ryan Garcia, the one that's motherfucking doing drugs and all breaking up hotels and shit like that and beating up on his baby mama and shit like that. He the hero, but Devin Haney the villain. Like what? Nah, I know how this shit goes. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me nothing. You don't have to. Well, this and how the nah. Don't nigga. Don't even tell me about none of that shit. All I want to hear is let's run the fucking rematch, nigga, and keep the fucking drugs at home. That's all the fuck I want to hear. Stop defending this shit, weird ass niggas. A trace amount of crack in my system, man. What? What they gonna fire your ass ASAP? Said next gen been hating on Dev for years for no beef. I've seen it. Yeah, and they all be clout chasing, using his name. Oh well, Dev, like what's his name? Little Vargas son. Vargas son talking about he don't give a fuck about the cheating and all that and all this shit. I said, look, this little nigga, you see that? He gonna be the next one. He gonna be one of them. Vargas Jr., he gonna be one of them. And I know he probably got little fans in here. It don't matter, it's just my opinion. I feel like he's gonna be one of them. He's gonna be one of them that pop dirty one of these days. He's gonna be one of them that's ducking his rival. I can see it in his future because it's like he's following the blueprint of these guys. Watch. Look at the example Ryan Garcia is setting for boxers coming up. That hey, so what if you take pads, nigga? As long as you got a little bit of fans and the guy on the other side is on a coincidental list, saying you can get over them. They ain't gonna say too much of it. So I like Ryan, but cheating is cheating. Cheating is cheating. It's cheating, bro. Said when it's George Floyd, they will say it's only trace them out. Man, speaking of Ryan Garcia, he talking about George Floyd. Like the fact that Ryan Garcia and George Floyd's name could be together is crazy. Crazy. Said the Vargas brothers gatekeepers in the making. Nah, they hype jobs in the making. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I can't predict the future. It's on them. Maybe they can prove me wrong. So I just been critical of him getting so much credit when he was a weight bully at 135, but he made weight, and he ain't the only one. Set what you said. I like that, but a left hook is a left hook. Hey, if you feel that way, that's on you. Pets is pets. Can't make excuses for that shit. Said the youngest better than the rest. You know who I like? I like Mason. Mason really gonna be the future of boxing for real, for real. Mason was that dude. Mason, Boots. That's where I love this game, man. I really love this game because it's always evolving, man. We're always getting new champions and stuff like that, man. I love that shit. I love it. And somebody tried to tell me, oh, why are you celebrating Boots becoming a unified champion? Oh, why you celebrate? I'm like, bro, the reason I'm celebrating, nigga, that's getting the welterweight division moving. The last scene was 2 years ago. Like, what are we talking about? I like when shit is moving. I'm an artist. I like painting new shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my people, my dude Vovo, my dude Rivera, man. Yeah, we just chopping up this boxing shit, man. The shit I'm talking about today is Devin coming back and basically how Ryan Garcia, he really not all that if we being for real. He's not. And I feel like the Peds really got people hyped up thinking that he's somebody that he's not.
My thing is this, right, Art? We seen him quit. We seen him quit. Then he came back the next fight. He did awesome. We can't deny that. We can't knock that. But that was against the right opponent. Then it was another major fight. He popped dirty. You know what I mean? Like he popped dirty. Like I just heard you say, how is this guy the hero? And the guy that's the boxer, that's the guy that comes in on weight, defend his title, goes out of his way to make the fights, is clean. You know what I mean? He got the good story, the boxer story. He dropped out of school to become this blue chip athlete, and he made it all the way to the top. He doesn't drink.
And made
He
history as
doesn't smoke. Yeah. Oh, right. Made history, undisputed.
youngest undisputed in modern boxing. In the in the 4 belt.
Oh, yeah, the 4 belt. Oh, yeah, sure is. Yeah. Travels to another country, get a guy everything he wanted, the most of the money, get a guy everything, all the conditions that he wants, travels to the country, then does the rematch in the country. You know what I mean? How is this guy a bad guy and you call yourself a boxing fan? That shit don't really got nothing to do with boxing.
He's the bad guy because his dad talks too much. But his dad ain't stopping him from making fights like the rest of these dads.
Oh, yeah.
You know what Ryan dad say? He say, at least I don't got that nappy hair. That's what he
said. That don't really bother me, bro.
It don't bother me, but you know what he was meaning when he
know where he's coming from when he say that.
Yeah.
Look at this nappy head nigga on my screen. He said, "Hey, you got the nappy head." That nigga sound like George Lopez.
I feel as though we got the better hair. That shit on their head is fur. That not to go down there, but
yeah, we do.
Everybody want to wear hair like ours.
For sure.
I know.
But we got motherfuckers wearing braids, and I seen a Mexican with dreads. It looked so ridiculous.
Our hair defies gravity. No other hair can defy gravity but ours. I mean, our shit go up like a plant.
The reason why it's offensive is because he tried to make it seem like our hair is something to be ashamed of.
You know,
that's what they talk about in private.
Yeah. You know, said but fools ain't got no sense. Yeah, everybody, a lot of folks, they hating on Dev, but they low-key watching him. They're gonna be watching, even though they're not gonna be buying this pay-per-view, they're gonna be watching this fight for sure. They're gonna be watching Devin fight to see if he make any mistake. And I hope Devin know that.
Devin looked good in the gym. His body looked awesome. He looked like he took his body to the next level. Act like he been working out extra hard, like he got a vendetta. Devin ain't going nowhere. He's been groomed for this. He walked out Mayweather when he was a kid. He's be at Mayweather's gym. He dropped out of school for this.
He had the holding ring belt for Zab Judah.
Oh, Zab too, yeah.
For Zab
is his godfather.
Yeah, and then he grew up into having that himself. Like, nigga, that's some real. You can make a movie out of some shit like that. But they don't like that type of shit. When you're, Black American, that's just not celebrated. It's not celebrated. But being the drinker and the smoker and beating up your baby mama and shit and trashing up hotels, that's the nigga that's celebrated. And using drugs, performance enhancing drugs. But this ain't no sympathy thing. I ain't looking for no sympathy for nobody because I know what it is. And Devin Haney shouldn't be looking for no sympathy. He need to just go in there and kick ass. That's all he gotta do. Just go in there and kick ass.
But at the end of the day, you still a boxer. You know what I'm saying? Just go in there, kick some ass.
Let the truth. One thing about the truth, it's always gonna come out, man. Watch Ryan Garcia. Man, they talking about looking at Devin Haney. Y'all need to be paying attention on how Ryan Garcia look. Because, man, boy, oh boy, if it looks rough in there, you really gonna have to start questioning yourself. Damn, I was defending this nigga using peds, but now it's known that he might be off of peds and he looking crazy. What does that say about yourself? Your logic of you believing this goofy ass nigga when he said the Illuminati spiked his test.
They kidnapped me and made me watch them have sex with little kids and shit.
And they let me go.
They let me go.
Just in time to go to this boxing match.
Right. Yeah. They had, you let me know, I'm gonna kidnap you, and then you ain't got no. Let's be clear. He a brave guy. Getting in that ring, you got to be brave, and he's a trained killer. At the end of you can't just grab him. You can't grab him. His hands is lethal. He's a martial artist. You know what I'm saying? You can't just grab him and throw him in the back. Come on, man. And they going for that. It just shows you the quality of the people.
It do. It's kind of embarrassing as a sport where it's like, damn, you goofy ass niggas really believe this shit. Imagine explaining this to somebody who's not biased, who's trying to learn about boxing. And you explain to him that, hey, in boxing, your You're not supposed to use drugs and performance enhancing drugs. This guy, he's celebrated for using the drugs. The nigga, I'm like, what? What are you talking about? What do you mean he's celebrated for using drugs? I thought you're not supposed to use drugs. Nah, but in this special case, Devin Haney, he has his father in his life, so you should hate on him. You should hate on. You should support the drug cheat over that. Like, nigga, fuck that shit, man. But shout out to my dude, side man. We in the motherfucking building tonight.
What's up? What's up?
And then Derrick James took him back too. I ain't fuck with that neither.
Yeah, that shit wild.
That shit wild right there. I understand it's business, but when do you stand on business? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I wouldn't have took him back though.
Go back. Do you go back to work after your boss calls you a nigga to your
hell
face?
No. Look, you don't get in your ass. Yeah, like hell no. Like
that's what I'm saying. It's like,
yeah,
yeah, but then it's like, nah, I get it, but nah. But
nah, I ain't feeling either.
Like
yeah,
they say, money is money. Niggas want to retire. Niggas want to.
He probably got a house to pay off or some shit, and you know what I'm saying? Like he ain't got no more. I don't even know if Josh.
Maybe that lawsuit with Earl Spence did go so right.
He ain't got Spence no more. I don't know if AJ fucking with him.
AJ,
I don't know.
All niggas is gone. Charlo gone. Frank
AJ, Charlo gone. All them gone. Yeah, so he ain't got no. He got a lot of amateurs in his
has Baumgartner.
Oh, he do.
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't know that. Oh, I ain't know that. But how much she making? How much she making a fight?
I mean, she about to be making some money. She signed to Jake Paul now. So yeah.
But I mean, like, still, how much she gonna be making?
I don't know. We about to see. Associated with money, right? So
yeah, I don't know. Probably be a couple $100,000. I'm thinking, but I don't know. I don't know.
But she got a fight coming up on the Jake Paul card, so we shall see. But Derrick James, now he has somebody in the stable. Now he has two people who pop dirty in his. Two people who pop dirty. He has that in his stable. But it is what it is. It is what it is.
Who the other person?
Baumgartner.
She did?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But somehow I didn't really see how it ended. All I know is they said that, it's done. It basically is over. I guess she was able to prove her point. I don't know. But one thing I can say I noticed though is she was looking real swole before, but now she's looking medium swole now. But maybe she just changed her workout though. So I don't know.
Saw her last fight?
Yeah, I seen her last fight. She's still strong. She's strong.
It's like they had her, but that shit was like a goddamn high school gym.
I know that shit was crazy. And then she got a headbutt type shit on top of that. That shit was like,
What, it was bad like that?
It was so bad.
Yeah, I was like, bad. Goodness gracious.
It was a private event.
That shit looked like invite only.
I was thinking.
Oh no, let me see that.
It was an invite only type shit. And you know what was crazy about it too? It was like under the radar type shit, like no match room, none of that. But hey, she with Jake Paul now. She making money moves. And now all the girls shitting on Carissa Shields, man.
Jake be on that shit too, man.
Yeah, I
think that was the plan, to be honest. When you think about marketing, I think the marketing plan is just everybody just attack Carissa Shields, because if y'all attack her, that's gonna have all eyes on y'all, good or bad. And then y'all got a fight coming up.
I think I think they attack her because it's just easy to.
Yeah, and it's easy to because they know she's gonna say something. They know it.
And at the same time, it's just like Clarissa here and everything else in female boxing is like here.
They want to play we got more money than you, Clarissa Shields shit. That's what they're trying to play her, but it's like, well, I have a better resume and I'm more accomplished than y'all, and I still have money too. But
and
you on the Jake
Paul card though. You on the Jake Paul card.
And that's what they talking they shit, because we on the Jake Paul card type shit. So they talking they shit. And they have every right to talk their shit, but at the end of the day, Clarissa Shields, she's gonna be the GOAT. She's the GOAT. You can't change that unless you go out there and beat her. None of y'all gonna beat her. They talking about her. She should go down.
But where do you go from
there? Hell no.
Where do you go from being a GOAT?
I don't know.
Where
That's the
you
hard
go?
part.
Shit.
She really got a blessing and a curse, to be honest.
Yeah, it's just like being the greatest at like this age. That's something you're supposed to hit like later. It's like, oh, confirmed. You done beat all these people, then had all these fights.
She got a movie out. Is she alive?
She's still fighting.
You know what I mean? She's still boxing.
Well, she got a life story.
Not even over.
She got a life story movie.
Yeah, see, that shit came out on Christmas. Like, see, that shit came out on Christmas.
What's the name of it?
And all that.
What's the name of it?
The Ring of Fire inside. Fire inside.
Is she acting in it?
No.
Oh.
It's like the Jackson 5
I ain't
movie.
never even heard that one, huh?
Now they got somebody playing her for sure.
Yeah, and it's just like the lady playing her was like in some other shit.
I knew the girl who played her. She was in this TV show called Star. Yeah, she a good little actor. I ain't gonna lie, I still haven't watched it.
She ain't really got no. She tried the MMA thing. I really ain't like that. I knew that she was gonna get subbed. I knew that. I knew she was gonna get subbed.
I mean, that's the only place the GOAT can go from here. You got like elite boxing.
Nah, real shit.
MMA ain't good right now. They paying they ain't paying, so they doing bad over there.
Yo, tell me what y'all think about this, bro. Like the GOAT is Clarissa Shields, right? The only person who can be the GOAT other than Clarissa Shields right now will be Gabriella Fundora, bro.
Yeah,
he's the only person who can like damn near fight in literally every single weight class.
Yeah,
in women's boxing.
She's gonna be the next one after Clarissa Shields, definitely. Oh yeah, and what's her name too? Danny Du Bois' sister.
Caroline is nice.
Yeah.
Caroline. And sweet Caroline, bro. It's set up, but like just gotta make it happen, dog.
Man, if Danny Du Bois knock out Usyk, and then his sister's gonna be fighting on his undercards, boy, that's gonna be big in London. I think they're hoping for that. They're hoping that Usyk is washed and worn out right now. What y'all think?
When did they fight?
They finalizing the deal. I think they looking at like June, July type shit.
Yeah, Danny Du Bois, my nigga, bro.
I was watching that fight again, man. Danny Du Bois, the reason why he lost that fight, nigga was fighting all timid and shit, trying to outbox the boxer, bro. You can't do that.
I mean, you talking about the Usyk fight, right?
Yeah, the Usyk fight. Yeah.
Here's what I saw when I was watching it. When he hit Usyk and Usyk fell, I was like, that's a knockdown. Like, I got out my seat. And then
me too.
Low blow. And then I was kind of like tripping. I'm like, and then Usyk is like grabbing his nuts. So I'm like, okay, even if it was a low blow, that shit wasn't no nut shot. So it's like, what are we fucking doing here? Right. And then like after that, Daniel is just like already won this fight. So it's just like
he felt like
you
get that feeling, and I feel like the same thing happened to Deontay Wilder in the Tyson Fury first fight. It's where you knock a guy down and you're thinking like, oh well, this shit's over. I'm fucking winded. I'm tired of shit. And
Usyk took like the whole 5 minutes though.
Yeah.
Fury got up like the fucking Undertaker, like.
Well,
that was legit. Like,
see shit, but shit happens, man. With this Danny Du Bois fight, man. Everybody try to say, "Oh, Danny Du Bois he was really sick. That's why he didn't fight Parker." Man, get the fuck out of here. Why would you miss an opportunity to fight for undisputed, fighting against a guy like Joseph Parker who's on a hot streak?
Well, that's what Daniel said. He said he wanted to fight, but he was like legit sick. But he's like, look, fighting is what I do. But the doctor said no.
Sick with what? The Usyk contract?
Bro, it was actually, it seemed like it was like small things. That's why he was like, I could fight. He's like, he had a cold and then like sprained this and like some other shit. It's just like,
in a good world, I want to believe that. I really do want to believe he was just sick. But then again, it's like, we're talking about millions of dollars a home time. Now they're talking about it's going to be in his hometown. You know what I'm saying?
But do
undisputed
of any kind? Like, if he lied to us, do you think we will believe him? You know what I'm saying? It's like, does he play them games? You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt because he doesn't have a history of doing that. So
yeah,
we can give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, because he ain't go around parading his information. They're like, so what happened? He's like, this happened, and then that was it. And now we're moving on to the next thing,
which is the bigger thing.
Which is kind of crazy. I do still want to see him fight Joseph Parker.
Joseph Parker deserves a title shot. I'm not gonna lie. He definitely deserves a title shot.
That whole build-up made me like him.
He needs the what you call again? The dibs on the undisputed champion.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, he definitely do deserve it, but I don't know. I want to see the Buwati. I always say his name fucked up. Buwati, huh?
You said Buwati?
No, Daniel. I'm gonna call him Daniel.
The boy.
Yeah, I always fuck his name up. But yeah, you know what I mean. He do this, but he gotta wait though. He still gotta wait. Is coming off. You know, you fighting the guy that's coming off the couch. You know what I mean? Like you do deserve it. It's not his fault, but
I think you got it confused. Danny the boy, he got a title shot against Usyk.
Mm-hmm.
No. I'm saying, yeah, I want to see that. That's what I'm saying. I want to see that. I don't want to see Parker yet.
You don't want to see Parker? No, that's not Parker's fault. Parker's supposed to fight Danny the boy.
Huh? You said what?
Parker was supposed to be fighting Danny the boy for.
I thought he was fighting Usyk. I thought that's what you said.
No.
Oh, my bad. Oh yeah, I was
fight Usyk.
Who fighting Usyk?
The winner was supposed to fight Usyk.
Yeah, the winner of. Okay, because look, it was supposed to be Danny the boy.
Usyk ain't got no fight right now. Is what y'all saying?
Yeah. So what we're saying is that Joseph Parker and Daniel Dubois was supposed to fight, and then that didn't work out because Daniel Dubois got sick and a bunch of all that shit that I just said.
Yeah.
Right. And then that's when they fought. Joseph Parker beat Bacoli.
Yeah.
Right. But they're setting it up so that Daniel Dubois is going to fight Usyk next when the winner of that fight. Yeah. So, but what we saying is like Joseph Parker, we ain't got to do him like that.
Yeah, he deserves it. He deserves a title shot.
I mean, he do, but I just don't want to see him jump the line. I feel as though it really ain't jumping the line. It wasn't
jumping the line because that was his title shot right there.
Yeah, right. But
let me answer this question in the chat. My dude said, "Who had a better performance, Boots against Stanley or Norman versus Santillan?" It was definitely Boots. Definitely Boots.
Yeah, Boots.
Well, I would say, okay, so Norman versus Boots, definitely. I mean, like
that Santillan fight was a little bit back and forth. This wasn't no back and forth. It was a back and forth for like a good minute.
Also, this
one changed real quickly.
This one the best Stanionis.
Yeah, I've been hearing that. I definitely been hearing it. I definitely been hearing it. But I gotta still give Boots credit because it's not his fault that
for sure
he coming in there off. His
Stanionis is tailor-made for a guy like that.
I feel like style-wise he would have lost regardless though.
Yeah,
because what was fucking Stanionis up was that uppercut. He had no answer for that uppercut and that body shot.
And Boots is just too good. Like his footwork almost won him the fight by himself. It's just like Stanionis was crossing his feet and shit, and then he was like fighting square. Like Boots never did.
It's like his reaction was,
go ahead.
If Boots hit me, I'm just gonna throw a fucking hook. And Boots seen them hooks coming every time. But there was a couple times where that fast ass right hook or that left will come right in the inside. And there's a couple times that Boots rolled it, but there's a situation where he did get caught square in his face, but he just threw a punch right back and countered.
Yeah.
Who y'all think got one more? Who y'all think got like more one punch knockout power? Norman or Boots?
I think Norman is probably.
I think Norman, and he kind of looked the part more to me. Like he kind of looked like
Norman got that country power.
Yeah, he got that country.
I think Norman's style is more around that one punch. He's going to have more of those one punch attempts, right? Where Boots is going to just he got volume. even though they do hurt, and he's going to, but the way he knocked out Stanionis or made him take a knee was repeated uppercuts to the fucking face, not just, just try to like knock your lights out.
I think Boots is the more precise puncher. He's
For
more
sure.
precise. I feel like Norman got the more thudding power.
Yeah,
for sure.
I would agree with that too. The thing with the Stanionis fight is his style is so horrible, man. When you can't ball up in front of a guy like that, he got this thing where he like to shell up. And think about like if you in a street fight and he's in the fetal position, he's like this, so this makes you want to tee off on him. And then by the time he come out of his shell, he gone. Boots is too dynamic. You can't fight a guy like that. It's shelling up. You keep shelling up and shelling up. Nah, you got to be more aggressive. You can't stop and have pause moments.
Yeah. And then Boots got the dimensions too.
At the same time, there's there ain't no name for Boots style. So it's just like whether it's Stanionis style.
I'm not that big on Boots though.
Say again?
I say I'm not that big on Boots. Just for the record. Not really. I mean, I just don't. I think it's I think it's his division that he's dynamic. He a talented fighter, but I'm just not. I'm not sold yet.
Where you got him pound for pound? Where you got him pound for pound?
I got Boots number 8 on mine.
No, I don't know. I ain't never thought about it like that. I mean, he got to be up there.
Boots is up there. Boots is up there because look, and I try to tell people because I know a lot of people are not hip to Stanionis, but I'm hip to Stanionis. I've been seeing him for a minute. He's a legit champion, a legit fighter. The way Boots outclassed him, it shows levels, and I respect it. He didn't go 12 with him. He didn't have a competitive fight. He outclassed him totally. And I rate him as actually the second best welterweight. And I know people thinking Norman, he haven't been doing as long as Stanionis, and he don't have a better win than Stanionis, in my opinion, a better resume to Stanionis. The best outside of Boots was Stanionis, but if you're going off the eye test, you could say it's Boots and what's his name, Norman. But Stanionis has the resume in the back. He's more experienced. He showed that he's certified. Norman is still on his way up. So now the best welterweights is looking like Boots, Norman, and now what's his name? Barrios. But Barrios is the weakest link, man. I think Barrios is
and don't forget them niggas coming up. Like they might beat Barrios.
That's what I'm saying.
Jaleel Hackett or not.
Ryan might beat Barrios in Baker.
Yeah, I got Brian.
That'd be sad. That'd be sad.
Brian Norman about to beat that Chinese dude real fast.
Yeah, what's the name? Sasaki?
Oh, that's gonna be good, man.
Yeah.
I hope this Boots and Norman situation don't turn into
Boots has a mandatory.
Right?
Boots has a mandatory.
Yeah, they talking about that nigga who fought on the undercard who like his daughter died. Like
what nigga on the undercard?
Yeah, it was like this Russian, like the Eastern European dude, Gregory something. Like, hold on, let me pull up box rate.
Yeah, pull it up. And he said he's I think Boots
I hope this don't turn into like a Keith Thurman Spence type of situation. That's what I'm getting from this.
Who you think is the Keith Thurman? Who you think is the Keith Thurman in the situation?
Boots.
Boots? You think Boots don't want to fight Norman?
I think it might be like a ducking type of situation. I don't know why I'm just getting this vibe. I'm getting this vibe. I don't know why. Yeah, that's the same thing we said back about 5 years ago.
Yeah, Boots said Boots is star. No, I'm rocking with Boots.
Yeah, no, I'm rocking with Boots.
Boots is in a tough situation. I feel like they was too vocal about them saying that he took less money. I feel like they did a little too much talking there because now every opponent gonna be like, nigga, what you talking about? Because that's sometimes I put myself in a boxer's shoes, like for real, like you gotta really think about it, like, man, if I'm seeing the way this nigga's cracking shit, if I'm fighting this nigga, I need some shit that's gonna last me a good minute. Because what if my ribs don't come back right, or I'm coughing up some blood after this shit? You know what I'm
gotta
saying?
Be strategic.
I need something that's gonna hold me over some years, just in case. And then 1.5 and 2, that shit ain't gonna hold me.
An insurance policy.
Right.
So they saying it's just like his mandatory for the IBF is Chakram Giasov. Yeah, the nigga who fought on the undercard.
Yeah, he's solid. He ain't nothing to write home about though, but he's solid.
Yeah, he knocked the nigga out in the 4th round.
Yeah, Boots, he'll dust them off.
Yeah.
Probably like 3 or something.
Bro, I wanted my 7-12, bro.
Damn, you bet. Damn.
Bro, I had a whole fucking parlay, bro. Everything worked out. And I was like, knocked him down. I'm like, okay, cool. But that's standing on he going to get up. But then went to the point. And
now, matter of fact, I did see you. I remember I seen you on Najee's joint. You was like, you bet on 7-12.
I did.
Ain't
I
that
did.
bitch? Damn.
Yeah, I mean, it was all right, though. Like, my round robin still hit, though.
I'm going to bet on that Richardson Hitchens, that Camboso's joint. That's easy money right there.
What the odds on those?
I mean, the odds is good. The odds is going to be terrible, but I'm the type to throw up a big-ass bag on that because I'm so sure about it. You feel me? But some people don't believe in throwing a big-ass bag on a fight like that, but ain't no way Camboso's beating him. It's impossible.
Bro, this nigga Cambosos that made a whole career off of beating T.O., bro. Like, he got that one win, just been milking that shit ever since, bro.
Y'all think Errol Spence coming back, or y'all think he done for good? Like,
I don't need him to, if we being honest.
I hope he stay away from that big tall man.
That Fedora motherfucker, right?
Yeah, he better stay away from that. If he do come back, he better do some little baby shit. He better not be doing that.
He need to fight Rashidi Ellis or some shit. Make him come up to 154 or something. That motherfucking Fedora boy, that nigga.
That's just not good. I'm glad that didn't happen because they was talking about it, but I don't know. I think he should sit down, man. When you're taking too many breaks, you done been through too much bullshit. You need to go and sit his ass down, man. But I can't tell the guy to sit down. If they offer me millions, I'll be back in training camp too. So but I don't like it, man. I just don't. He busting up too fast now. His face get busted up. Earl.
Oh, Errol Spence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man,
you think
we don't
got
to go down this road tonight, man. Because every time I think about Errol, man, I just be thinking like, man, we ain't deserve him, man. He was such a good champion, bro. Crazy how shit played out this way.
Yeah, that's that old bullshit.
For real. Man, I swear, man, there was a time back in like 2017, man, where I seen Errol Spence. He was all clean cut, fade, had the fucking suit, nice little suit, matching the Cowboy Stadium colors. I'm just thinking to myself, like, man, this is a real live, legit champion right here, like from the city. Because I used to live out there in the DFW.
Yeah,
so I'm like, man, this is a real stand-up brother out here, and he's doing his thing, man.
Yeah,
and he's real marketable, man. He's
marketable.
He's gonna have a great future.
That boy, he was like a family member. Like you just it was impossible to not root for that brother.
Yeah, he was the man, and everybody was looking at him like, yeah, this is the guy. Got Keith Thurman running from him and all types of shit. Yeah, he looked like he had a promising future, man. I did not think that this nigga would end up getting in a fucking life-altering car accident and then come back and win another belt, but then get fucking absolutely destroyed by Terrence Crawford. Like, that shit's crazy. If you would have told me that shit in 2017, I'd have been like, hold on, nigga, you're tweaking. That shit's not gonna happen.
And bro, niggas downplay how bad that fucking accident was and what happened.
That was some old bullshit. Like, but I mean, I think the fact that he didn't have his car seat, his motherfucking seatbelt.
Seatbelt,
that saved him. Because if he had that seatbelt on,
it's like
he got ejected out that motherfucker.
Exactly. Like, niggas don't act like they don't know what that means. Like, to be ejected out of a moving vehicle through the fucking windshield, bro. Like, and then get up and not only like recover, but like do that shit to Ugas.
But even in the Ugas fight, there was a moment where, remember, he got hit with some shit. No, it looked like his mouthpiece is spit out or something. And he just started looking at
he got fake teeth. He got fake teeth.
He just started looking at the floor and shit. And next thing you know, he getting popped with a blah, blah, 1-2 down the middle. And he's just like, whoa, shit. I feel
That happened in that fight and another fight. It was a fight before that.
I feel like the signs was there, man. You gotta be sharp in this boxing shit. If your brain not all the way together, man, your body not together, you can't call yourself trying to fight somebody, man.
He had a detached retina.
Yeah, detached retina.
That's why he had to pull out the Pacquiao fight. He would have did Pacquiao horrible. I think he would have did Pacquiao horrible, but he had to pull out the Pacquiao fight. That's why Ugas got the Pacquiao fight.
Man, I
He had to
don't.
get
I had to say that he ain't Hall of Fame, man. I ain't think that like Bud ain't have to like go out there and say that shit, man. Like that he ain't Hall of Fame. Like he unified.
I mean, Bud got to tell the truth though. I don't think he Hall of Fame either though. He cool, but like in the grand scheme, 20 years from now, what are we gonna be saying about Earl Spence? I don't think he's gonna be remembered. Huh?
How much we loved him.
Yeah, that's cool, but we loved a lot of motherfuckers. But that don't mean that they up there like. That's why you feel like that, because how much you love them. But yeah. I mean, if you look at his resume, it's cool. It's a dope ass resume, but he ain't got nothing that really stand out. He was a champion in this era. He was doing all that drinking, hanging with Adrian Broner and all them, and getting drunk and all that weird shit. Like it shows. It shows. Now that we got the whole thing, it shows. He should have been doing what Crawford was doing. Crawford don't drink. Crawford don't smoke. Crawford ain't getting ejected out of vehicles and shit.
Bro, that made me think about like what Wallow said to Earl. The nigga was like, bro, like you look like a rapper, bro. Like you got chains on and shit, coming here with all the shit on. Like Bud look like, you know, he just finished fixing the car or some shit.
Yeah, you see like Bud, nappy ass afro, he ain't got it trimmed up yet, nothing. He just working.
Yeah, Bud.
Yeah, you're working, man.
I had a theory about that on Twitter, man. I said, man, you gotta watch out for brothers when they training, they got their hair just all busted and they like cut up, not shaped up. They really just working. But hey, it is what it is.
That man, he ain't leaving the gym. He don't know, and he got enough money. He could pay a barber to come in. He's straight focused. He doing them 3 workouts a day and everything. And that's it.
I said, Bud the type of nigga that'll be at Shakur fight on Saturday and then be at a Sun football game on Sunday at 12.
Probably jog to that motherfucker.
Type shit.
Hey, like speaking of hair, I got a theory, bro. I think Abdullah cut his hair because he's having a hard time making 135.
You know, I was thinking that too.
Did he cut his hair in backstage or like right before?
Nah, it was right kind of before the fight.
Yeah, because it's just like he got his brothers around him and he listened to them. I can imagine one of them saying, "If you're having a hard time, bro, just cut your hair."
How much weight can you lose though with hair though?
And then I think
that's Sean Porter cut his hair off to make weight for the Ugas fight.
Like he already getting like butt ass naked behind like a curtain and shit. Like when he step on the scale.
But you a couple ounces? I don't know, huh?
I mean, it's not bad practice, but I'm like, but it's just a theory though.
I don't know. I don't like if my hair get wet, you know, it'd be a little heavy, but it ain't that heavy. I don't know how I can't see him losing that much weight to make weight. I don't know. I heard of that before. I always thought it was a theory, but I don't know. But cutting your hair to make weight, that don't seem like, you know what I'm saying? Go and take a piss or something. Go take a shit. I feel like that'd be more weight.
That nigga Kid Austin said, or his dad said he want $2.5 million to fight Abdullah.
They still talking?
Yeah.
Hey, that shit with Kid Austin, man, they stupid as hell. I wouldn't, bro. If I was a promoter, I would have so many clauses in the contract if I signed them to fight. I'll say, man, if you pull out for any reason, you owe us fucking $1.5 million type shit. For any reason, it don't matter if it's medical or not, because y'all niggas have a history of bullshitting.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
surprised,
bullshit.
and they still talking. They still talking like these niggas didn't just pull this fuck shit. Like, bro, do y'all not understand? Y'all just played with everybody. Niggas do not respect you after that shit. How can we respect you? Got to go in there and knock Tank out or some shit to get our respect after that.
Dog, it's like these fucking fathers in boxing, bro. It's like they widen their son's reputation, but they don't make it more positive. It's like they make them more infamous talking. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
like
you know,
more about Dev. It's just like we ain't got a problem with Dev for real. Like there's really, you know what I'm saying? But like Bill does all the talking. Like there is like T.O.
the difference between Bill and the rest
Yeah,
of the fathers is that Bill is not holding Devin back from anything. If
that.
anything, he's putting Devin in position to win. Now, these other guys, they're holding these guys back. Oh, my son is sick. I'm gonna pull him out. God got us. Let me post a little fucking video
See,
with some
I'm not saying that Bill
That's
is
just
holding Dev.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm
And
not
then
saying
and
that
then
Bill is holding.
Hold on. And then
Yeah,
Norman
my bad.
Senior, no, it's okay. Norman Senior, he's out here talking about some, oh yeah, Boots, he don't got no chin and all this shit, just talking crazy about Boots and all that. I'm like, bro, and then your son talking about he don't want to fight him. Like, come on, man, you can't really compare that to Bill Haney if we being honest.
Yeah, I'm not saying that Bill is like really holding Dev back, right? But here's the thing, like the casual opinion like pervades the whole shit, right? So if Bill says something and you know you don't like Bill, it make you just, you know, dislike the whole thing. And that seems to be what's going on like with a lot of these fathers. Like we know what Bill does. Like Bill's that dude. Like what he done with Dev is like that shit is different. Like he ain't got nothing to like feel bad about. What like we wouldn't really know Kid Austin either if it wasn't for Schofield Sr.
No, I knew about Kid Austin before that, but
I mean, like we knew
my
of
thing is
him,
like
but
this.
it's just
It's
like,
like,
what do you hear from him? You know what I'm saying? It's like we're really interfacing with him through his dad. You know, so it's like
Well,
we
I mean, if you a good fighter, you gonna rise to prominence.
you're gonna be a good fighter regardless.
Yeah, you gonna like we see Abdullah Mason father there, but he don't really talk that much. But we know him because he can fight.
Yeah, so I think he probably an exception to the rule, but also he doesn't really increase their brand like that. He like, look, we
But
just
here's
work.
the thing:
And Abdullah does his thing.
Bill is not just Devin Haney's dad. Bill Haney is Devin Haney's promoter.
Yeah. So he was the one that sued Ryan.
Yeah, so yeah, that's different. And I like how Lamont Roach said it too. He said, "Man, nigga, my team filed the appeal. Nigga, like, what the fuck? That's what you have a team for, to do shit like this on your behalf." But niggas be mad. But my thing is everybody, you can't force nobody to like whatever, because I still remember guys was hating on Devin Haney saying the only thing that he has is a jab. I still remember niggas was having conversations about that. It's always going to be something to hate Devin about, or the next Black American boxer about. Like, they hating Boots for getting punched like one or two fucking punches around. They acting like this guy's getting fucking mopped on the floor and he's winning by a fucking KO by luck or something.
Standards, it's standard. Don't you know? It's still people passing around Mayweather videos of him taking a bad punch, and they talking, oh, he lost that fight and all that. He took a bad punch. It's boxing, but it's the standard is so high for the Black American fighter because we run boxing. I was just on with a guy on Twitter. He after I got done explaining to him, you know what I'm saying, how we run boxing, been running boxing, still running boxing,
And the skill
and
department.
is going to continue to run boxing. You know, then his racism came out when he lost the argument. You know what I'm saying? Like, is our standards so high because we run boxing? So
Man,
they
look
always
at
gonna be looking to knock us off.
they showed like the Ring Magazine welterweight champions in like the past like 10, 15, 20 years. And this motherfucking Boots Ennis, Bud Crawford, Floyd Mayweather twice. Twice. You know how good you got to be to get the Ring Magazine twice in two different generations?
That shit crazy. I did see that shit.
I ain't see that. Damn, yeah, right. But yeah, he fired. Mayweather was fired, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And to see guys like Boots and Crawford pass the torch, I'm actually proud. I'm proud to see, like, damn, look how far where these guys came from.
Shit, man, they hated Ali too.
Yeah, they definitely hated
Ali. The only one they never get no hate was Tyson. He was the worst one.
Mike Tyson?
Tyson was a piece of shit, yeah. Tyson was
You
overrated.
think Mike Tyson
was trash too, to be honest with you.
I think that's a good example of just like they love you, then they hate you, or just like they hate you, then they love you. See, Mike Tyson came in with like they hate you, then they love you. Like, yeah, I'm this dude. I come from here. This is what I've been through. You know what I'm saying? Then we just like the nigga anyway. You know, everyone else is just like, as soon as we see a flaw in them, that's when all the criticism start, and the shit never ran.
But I mean, because some of the stuff is just unfair. It's just unfair. Tyson ain't never been no good guy. Tyson always been an asshole, and they loved him. They always loved him. Well, I don't think he raped her, but he can go to jail for rape or whatever. Imagine if Haney got a rape allegation or some shit. Oh man, they might break into jail and lynch him. Tyson, they make excuses for him. Whatever Tyson do, he was talking to the reporters crazy. He was getting in street fights. Tyson was a complete asshole. He's still an asshole. I mean, Tyson is not really a likable guy to me, huh?
And we could say the same shit for a lot of niggas in the NFL and shit today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, it's different in that sport because they got on helmets. You don't really see them that they're not that visual. You know, it's a team sport, so you can blame the L on the bad offense or the bad defense. You know, here it's mano a mano. You know what I mean? And it's a fight at the end of the day. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just, you know.
And also, like I said before, it's just like the casual opinion like pervades, right? And so it's just like people who don't know boxing like people who get a bunch of knockouts, right? And they put on like exciting events. Like, so when they in between watching their shows or whatever, this come on and they like it and everybody talking about it or whatever. So there's also that part of it because, you know, boxing isn't like really ubiquitous. Like the deeper you get into boxing, the more you feel like more people should know this shit. You know, it's just like a lot of people don't really know what these guys have done, like in their personal lives, or who's suing who, or who made how much money. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even know. They're like, okay, so people are supposed to be fighting.
I mean, yeah, you know, and we shouldn't know, really, to be honest with you. Like, my thing is, you know, I try to stay away from that type of stuff. I like the strategy in the ring. That's why I watch boxing. Some guys watch boxing for the drama of it. You know what I'm saying? Those the guys that be getting the big channels and all that type of shit because they report on the drama of it and the storyline of it. Me, I mean, that's cool. I pay attention because you got to, you know, because it leak over. But I want to see the guys in the ring. That's what I like about boxing is the strategies, the different styles, analyzing the style and seeing whose style gonna work better.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But
yeah, I do too.
I'm in the minority with that.
Yeah, I do too. I want to see like more of all of it though, right? Because that just grows the sport. Even the parts that we don't really care about, you know, other people may. You know, we're watching the stuff like, you know, during a fight. That's what we're interested in. Other people may be invested in the drama. Some people may be invested in the contracts. Some people may be more invested in the stats of it all. You know what I'm saying? But it's like we're still like growing shit and like trying shit. Like we have different flavors of boxing out there. Like we got Team Combat League where niggas is fighting like one round at a time for like the Atlanta attack and shit, like or whatever.
I don't like that type of stuff, man. The Team Combat League.
But it's still boxing and it has a place. But what place does it have is the question. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I can't hate on it. You know what I mean? But I gotta hate on it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a traditionalist. I'm old school, I guess. You know, like even like I probably watch bare knuckle boxing every day because as soon as I turn my TV on, I don't know why the channel just goes straight to that. It's like a whole channel of just combat sports, and there's always bare knuckle boxing. But I don't really like it. I try to watch it, but the guys ain't skilled. The fights don't last long enough. You know, I just like, man, like, why not keep it with the Queensberry rules? You know what I mean? All these little niche leagues and all that kind of shit. I guess it's cool, but
just wait, because nothing is formed around the rules just yet.
Like what you mean?
It's just like there ain't no like form of fighting. It's like, oh, he's doing bare knuckle boxing. You know what I'm saying? It's just there's like boxing, and then there's like wrestling. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like under these rules, and you have no gloves, and you can grab and use your fingers. It's just like what style is going to develop under that? Right now, it's just like a mosh pit of niggas fighting and us betting on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I mean, you can craft a skill out of it. You know, I can see some stuff that you can, you know.
Hey, I was thinking like them niggas, like, remember, like, y'all remember back in the day, it's like them niggas in jail would do some shit called like 52 blocks.
Yeah, no, that wasn't just in jail. I know that's actually good.
I feel like that shit might have like a place in like
and in boxing, you can take some of that stuff. I always said this about boxing. I don't know if you know about Wang Chung. You ever heard of Wang Chung? That can work in boxing, bro. I swear.
Bud be doing Wing Chun with that 2-1 shit.
The 2-1, like do it.
Like a 2-1 is like a cross and then a jab.
Oh yeah.
So it's like your rear punch, your rear hand
first,
then your jab. You extend like this, and so
Kovalev used to do that all the time. Yeah, that shit work. Listen, Wang Chun could definitely work in boxing. I say that all the time because what you're doing is you blocking and striking. You blocking and striking. The 52 block shit, that shit can work too. If you got to modify it, but it can definitely work. Huh?
But you know, like they've kind of whatever works in boxing, they've already figured that out. Like we've been doing like the boxing, this form of boxing for like what since like 1870. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This bare knuckle shit is like some pandemic shit. You know what I'm saying? Damn near. Right.
Well, no, you know that they used to sanction bare knuckle boxing. Well, I mean they do now again, but yeah, it's always been sanctioned. There's never been outlawed. It's never been outlawed. It just
but it's never
favored. It went out of style. Huh?
Yeah, but it's never really been like a thing either, where people are just like, I want to be this. I want to do this. I want to learn how to fight like this. Right. Because it's just like there's people who have careers like in boxing, like we obviously know, right? Like there's guys, it's just like they just want to be the best dude in fucking taekwondo in the world, right? They want to be the best, like fucking like kickboxer. Like I don't know, like you know what I'm saying? It's just like there's different styles and shit, right? Like so, I forgot my original point.
The reason why that stuff will never work is because you have to develop these skills from a child. You can't really teach a child bare knuckle boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no Mayweather of bare knuckle boxing because you'll never Mayweather.
It's soon to be. Y'all see Austin Trout?
I heard he was
record in
Austin Trout is kicking ass over there. Like
is he? I didn't see that one fight.
Taking some basic boxing shit and whooping these niggas' asses over there.
That shit ain't even fair for real. You got an Austin Trout.
He just did a BKFC fight recently, didn't he? Yeah, April the 4th. Oh yeah, I remember this shit.
I feel as though that ain't fair though to let a guy if you a high level boxer like that, ain't nobody can't fuck with you with your hands.
You would think so.
Who gonna beat him? Oh, he fought Diego Sanchez, the punching bag.
He only fought like 4 people, but apparently this nigga got like, you know, whatever belt they got at like welterweight for BKFC. He on top of all that shit, apparently.
He looked fat as shit. He looked out of shit. It's just really not fair though. To have a high level guy like that with no gloves on, a guy that's.
And how can we ask like who has he fought? And we talking about like a brand new sport. We don't know none of these niggas, bro. Let's be real. Like
no, we do though. It's a lot of old MMA guys that go to that. Like I follow him. Well, I used to.
Some, but like some of the best guys, it's just this. It's like they sucked at everything else, and then they hopped in this, and they beating the shit out of dudes.
Austin Trout, man. Oh man, yeah, that's crazy. I've been meaning to check that out too. I've seen he came across this months ago. I've been meaning to check it out.
Yeah, as far as like teaching kids this shit, nah, man, hell nah, bro. I'm against that. Like boxing, maybe
that shit make man,
kind of
that shit make
plastic.
my fucking wrist hurt looking at them niggas fight like that.
Right, bro.
I mean, it's just a street fight. That's why it don't last long. Everybody gets cut and busted up fast.
Like it's a street fight, but it's not MMA. But it's more like how niggas actually fight in the street. Because you fight with people looking. Like if somebody starts kicking, they're like, "What the fuck? You stop kicking!"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You start grabbing, they're like, "Stop grabbing!" So it's just like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, they in the street they want you to use your hands. Like me, I kick. That's like my go-to type shit. Like that, and I got nice hands, but I know
This nigga
nobody's
say
prepared
he
for a
put
kick.
Trout in this parlay every fight. Hell yeah.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's my boy there.
What y'all think about Haney versus Ramirez though?
Haney.
I think it's gonna be a good, honest fight, man. Like with all the bullshit going on, it's like this seems like the only fight where the two guys is just both serious and just there to box and just there to win, not disrespect each other, not play no games, not hop on the internet. Let's just get this done. You know what I'm saying? They both got goals and shit. And I think if Dev can keep it together mentally, he's going to shut a lot of people up. You know what I'm saying? Especially over the course of it's only 10 rounds, right?
I think so. I think Dev just go box him. Just
I
go
think
box
so,
him apart.
I think he gonna do the Ramirez what he was supposed to do at Ryan. That's how I look at it.
You think he gonna be shell shocked like Tim Tszyu was when he fought Fedora?
Man, I'm hoping not. That's the whole thing. I think that's what we really want to see. And why is the Devin Haney show? Like we like inside the mind of Dev and shit. You know what I'm saying?
No.
See what happens. Because he's obviously in good physical shape. You know what I mean? Like, but mentally, we don't know.
What happens if he gets touched again? How's he gonna react?
Well, I would say that he's kind of proved that it's like impossible to like knock him out. You can knock him down, but you can't.
You gotta fucking get him out of there with one of the ones. But I've never been scared for anybody's chin other than motherfucking Errol Spence when he came back from that car accident to fight Danny Garcia. Boy, I was thinking, man, this nigga, all that car accident shit is just he's fucked. If this guy Danny Garcia crack him, he might fold.
Garcia was whack, man.
You don't like Garcia? Garcia was good.
Never liked him.
You probably said that you saw his last fight, didn't you?
No, I'm talking about just period. Like when he got famous off the Eric Morales fight. You know what I'm saying? That's when they're like, oh, this guy good. I just didn't see it. And then he really didn't. He didn't beat none of the guys of his generation that he was supposed to beat. I mean, well, he beat
one. He beat one of them, but I can't remember off top. I have to like go and look. He beat
Lucas Matias, whatever that nigga's name, Lucas Matisse or some shit.
Oh, Matisse, yeah. Matisse
That's a good W. You got to get my boy credit for that.
It's a good win, but they was putting him up there, but it supposed to have been him. Huh? Yeah, Amir Khan was already washed.
Zab Judah.
Amir Khan was already washed. Amir Khan been getting knocked out.
Gotta put some respect.
Zab was old.
So Vova, I gotta call you out, man.
What?
Because you not agreeing that Boots is the new Roy Jones Jr.
Oh man, come on now. You know how I feel about Roy now. Don't do that.
That's what the streets are saying. The streets are saying.
What streets are saying this? What streets are saying that? I might have to pull up over there on them streets.
He got to pull up.
All the smoke about that. That ain't no Roy Jones. That ain't no Roy Jones.
You don't think he got signs of Roy Jones?
There's only one thing he missing for real. To continue doing this as he moves up weight classes. That's the only thing.
But no, Roy was really only at like 160 to 175. That's where he did it. But really 175 where Roy did his best work. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's incredible that Boots can make 147 at his fucking size, dog. Like
he tried to tell niggas y'all need to stop talking about that. He said, "Oh, that's cap talk."
No, he looked huge, man. He looked huge in the ring too. He looked ridiculous.
Unified Boots is different, bro.
Huh? You said what?
Unified boots is different. He ain't got to follow the same rules. Man, I was going to say something about Rolly, but we ended up just skipping right over it, man. I don't even know how we did that shit, man.
Rolly about to get knocked out. Rolly about to get a left hook and to be on his way. Round 3 type shit. Rolly gonna be out of there. Well, I don't know though. We might need to see him off the power pellets. Because sometimes when you get off them power pellets, you just don't be the same.
Rolly shouldn't even been champion.
No, hell no. I say that all the time. That old man supposed to be fighting what's the name right now?
Bro, after that fight, bro, I stayed a fan of Barroso till he lost, bro. I watched every fight after that, bro. He knocked the nigga the fuck out like after that shit. Like
I heard too. I still ain't see it. I heard too though. I still ain't see that,
bro. Like he got it. Like, man.
Tony Weeks is a piece of shit, just for the record. You know, like I keep up with shit like that too, the refs and shit like that. See, that's the type of shit I be into when I watch boxing. Tony Weeks is a piece of garbage.
When I see for the record, when I see some nonsense from the referees or like from the judges, I go and I follow them on BoxRec.
I ain't never thought of that. Now I'm about to start doing that too.
Yeah, so if I see like some janky shit, like because you can follow promoters, matchmakers, referees, everything on top of.
When you say follow them, you follow like do you need an account on BoxRec? Is it like a social media?
Yeah, quick little account.
No, but I'm saying it's like a social media. Like you can follow it. Like they said
it's less about social media and more about like you can follow fighters, so it'll tell you like on the schedule, like when they're fighting. And so keep that up with that for you, and it's just like. And now you can track your pound for pound on there as well. So it's about social media and more about just like tracking the shit how you want to.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Is it any like conversation board?
Say you want Boots to move up? I think Boots should stay at 147 till you collect another belt.
Fuck it. I can't make it. He looked like shit,
bro. He said fuck y'all.
Who that Boots?
Boots a consummate.
Yeah, he said he making weight.
Boots is
he can keep making it. I mean, but I think he looked horrible. I hate seeing them guys. You know, I don't know. That's just the time that we in. But these guys, I can't remember back in the day. Everybody looking all super weight drained and sucked up like that. Guys looked skinnier, but never all looking all where they look like they lost like 50 pounds to make the weight.
Did he really look that drained though? Did he really look that drained, or we just saw that one picture?
All right, yeah, I might give you that, yeah, because he didn't really look that drained days after that one picture. I don't know, it might have been.
Yeah, and then he showed up and started like moonwalking and doing backflips and pop locking and shit, bro, and got like a knockout in the 6th round.
You said he did what?
I said this nigga got in the ring, started doing the shimmy and shit, pop locking, doing a moonwalk. You know what I'm saying? Whole boot shit. And nigga, like, bro, just humiliating.
Wait, Bobo, you didn't see the fight?
Yeah, of course I seen the fight. Oh no, I thought he was talking about like at like after the picture, like the days leading up to the fight. Yeah, I seen
it. In the ring. Nah, you know how Boots get.
Yeah, down. I seen it. Yeah.
How he get down?
He was doing. Yeah.
Bro, I want to see him and
Yo, he got a tailor-made guy in front of him. That's why I didn't really like. That's why I'm like, I don't know. I said he was gonna win the fight. I said he was gonna win. Huh?
What he supposed to do? Give the belt to somebody else?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Right. That ain't his job, nigga. He's supposed to. I'm talking about you saying the boot Stanley Taylor made from. Well, he's a champion. He won the belt because he did something.
No, he did. There's a lot of belts floating around though. That ain't. I take that with a grain of salt. The belt, like the belt is a measuring stick. And you need the belt. You need some type of measuring stick.
Well, in the world of email champions, he wasn't the email champion.
No, what I'm saying is, okay, yeah, you had to do something, but a guy like that, man, that ain't really. I can't anoint him. A guy like to where people. I've been saying this to you. Everybody want to put him on this pedestal and like, in which he is probably the best. I'm gonna give it to him. He the best welterweight right now. But yeah, I feel as though it's by far.
That's leave it at that. You acting like we saying this nigga better than Sugar Ray Robinson.
When they talk about Roy, they talk about he the next Roy and all that type of shit.
I mean, it's not like they shouting that shit from the rooftops, but some people saying that shit.
No, they just saying the reason why they saying that. The only reason why they say that is because they're seeing that this guy is super athletic.
Facts.
That's it. That's just
Okay,
really it,
like
Bobo.
all right, but I'm just okay. All right, that's cool. He's super athletic.
And not
That's really it. That's really it.
We've seen a lot of super athletic motherfuckers that they spark up, and then we ain't talking about him.
Bro, he got 30 knockouts, fam.
Yeah, 30 knockouts.
What that mean? Like, what you mean? Like,
do you know what it means to knock out 30 human beings, bro?
Yeah, bro.
You imagine walking down the street and seeing.
Remember that this is boxing, though. We talking about boxing. This is the sport that he's in, though. Like,
Yeah,
like,
I know, but it's
he's not talking like he's like some street nigga just got 30 knockouts.
One at a time.
So let me ask y'all this though: how y'all think?
Oh, one at a time. Let him speak first. Go ahead. No, you go ahead. Cook.
Oh,
sorry. Yeah, cook.
Oh yeah. So I was just gonna ask, how y'all think Boots would do against Madrimov?
I think he'll stop him. Even if Boots moved up, he'll be bigger than Madrimov.
I don't think he'll stop him. I think
he'll stop him.
I think
Madrimov, he was curling up like a shrimp when Crawford was hitting him to the body, man, and when Virgil was hitting him to the body, man. Boots go in there and fucking come on now. Let's be real.
I don't think
Boots already a big dude already. He go up and weight, he's gonna be bigger than Madrimov.
How you think Boots will do against Crawford? That's the real question. That's gonna be
I think that's we can't.
That'll be the litmus test right there, Madrimov.
That's gonna be the Madrimov ain't the test though. Madrimov is just a guy that's there.
I hate to say
We're
that.
not gonna be talking about Madrimov 3 years from now, 2 years from now.
It's Crawford last fight.
You said what happened?
This Crawford last fight.
Period.
He fighting Canelo, then he done. He an old man out here.
It's just like, how you gonna come back down? You know,
bro, there's no coming back from fighting Canelo. It's Canelo, then you're done.
And
usually it don't usually end like that, but Crawford strike me as the type of guy that got that type of discipline. But usually, you know, them guys, they keep fighting, but you know, we done seen a lot of guys stop.
This ain't no Bernard Hopkins. These niggas is getting paid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they got more than enough.
I don't think it was about the money though. I don't think it was about the money. I think it was just about he just don't know what else to do. He didn't know what else to do. He had to get knocked out the ring, literally.
I think it's the best mixture of both. He probably saw, you know, money and legacy. But my question is, after building his body up to 168, like what? He gonna just come back down to 154?
Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah. I don't think he'd come back down either. But and he ain't gonna campaign at 68. I can't see that happening. Yeah, man.
I'll come down to like 160 after getting undisputed.
Now, I can see that. Yeah, why not? Middleweight, yeah, middleweight. That's a
fight
division.
Fight Janibek for his unified belts at 160.
Why not? It'll be if he can win though. If he can win against which he about to get knocked the fuck out, man. That's my boy too. And everybody know I'm the most pro-black nigga on the planet. Period. But still, that man too big, man.
Oh, you think Janibek will knock him out?
No, I was talking about Crawford. I was talking about Canelo. I think Canelo gonna get knocked. Canelo gonna knock out Crawford. Hold on. Wait. Hey, edit that part out. Let me not show my face when I say that. I think Canelo gonna knock out Crawford.
Man, I think it's going to be a good fight. And it's just like Canelo ain't knocked shit out in like how long? Since like what? Like 2020, 2021? Something like that?
What's the name ain't coming to fight? Cause who knows? He ain't been fighting no little dudes.
That's a fact. But Boots is also bigger than him.
Who? You mean Crawford is bigger than?
Oh yeah. Bud is bigger than Canelo.
No, he's not. Knock it off. Come on.
No, not like physically, bro. His arms are longer and he's taller.
This guy, like he thicker. He's more denser.
Well, that's the thing.
Weighing more.
So that's the thing. We're spending all this time right now building his body up to 168 pounds. So when
he's not fighting, he's not active.
He does have the physical advantages still. Like his jab is still longer. Like he's still taller, right? Even though it's
how long you been watching boxing?
And Canelo is like a fucking shit brick house. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
important.
Yeah, that's crazy important. You know, but like outside of that, you know, he's like the bigger guy, like the longer guy, rangier
What
guy.
if Crawford on some like fuck it, like I'm just gonna go toe to toe with this thing. I'm gonna beat his
Yeah,
ass.
that's what he need to do.
Hey,
Shit.
my lady said something. We're talking about the fight of Staniosis. I'm saying because I always ask her just to be curious, who you think gonna win the fight? And she said, "Oh yeah, Boots gonna win this fight." And I said, "Why?" She said, "Because he's just black and he got that athleticism and that just he just got the it factor. That's it." And I'm like,
And
"All
that's
right,
what
let's
it
see it."
was.
And that's exactly what it was.
That's what it was, bro.
Too much for him.
She was
Too
right.
big, too strong, too fast, too athletic for him.
And this guy, you got a guy balling up in front of you that he too dynamic for that.
But the thing
we
is,
used to back in the day, we used to have a term called black athletic bastard. They don't talk like that in boxing no more, but we used to say that shit all the time. Broner used to say it all the time. He never been in there with a black athletic bastard. Once you get in there with somebody like that, you cannot ball up with a guy like that. That's too many opportunities to punch.
The thing is with Staniosis, his style, even though he shell up, it's more of like he'll shell up, but he'll come up and then
It's
he'll
like
throw a fucking crazy right hook, or he'll throw a power jab. Because he was hitting Boots with them power jabs. That shit was right down, but he just had nothing to follow up to it. And I feel like he was afraid to get countered because every time he threw that jab, Boots would eat it and then come back with like an uppercut, catch him right in the inside. Ooh,
yeah,
it was
because
too
he's
much
right
for
there.
him.
It ain't like that though. How you describing it, that's how it should be. But when you leaning forward and you doing that, it's kind of like a peekaboo. It's more like a peekaboo than like a shell.
Yeah.
And
it's more like a peekaboo style. True.
Yeah, but that ain't good. He not doing it right.
You doing this though.
I told you that on
that should leave you for that uppercut right down the middle.
When you're inactive. You know, you ain't even been in the ring fighting no elite fighters.
Here we go with that now. Here we go with that. Yeah, he ain't been in. I mean, you got a point there, but he
has been a little inactive. And you know, kind of fucked up because a lot of people forgot he was signed to fight Ortiz. Ortiz postponed their fight 3 times.
Yeah, because of the
3 fucking times. Right? I mean, the first time was on Staniosis, I think, because he had a medical emergency. But then after that, it was just all Virgil Ortiz. Just kept on pushing the fight. And then they just said, fuck it, we ain't at 147 no more.
Was that the one where Virgil Ortiz, like, bro, I was in a hospital trying to make
he was in a hospital trying to make 147 to fight Staniosis.
Word. Oh,
shit crazy. And then to see Boots go, and that's really a build up for that Virgil Ortiz fight, to be honest, because folks were even thinking, or I was thinking it. I don't know, a lot of people weren't thinking it. I was thinking, man, I don't know about that super health shit, nigga. I feel like I ain't want to fight this nigga. Y'all was having a hard time making weight. Y'all ain't want to go there against a nigga like Staniosis having a hard time making weight, which is understandable.
At the same time, we don't really be seeing dudes suffer on the scale like it used to be in the past, and it's kind of like a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna like move around, go ahead and do that shit. But we don't see niggas be about to like pass out like on the scale and shit.
Only one person I seen like that was Jaime Munguia a while back. Yeah, Jaime Munguia a couple years back, like he was about to faint.
Yeah, you don't see that shit no more. So it's like, bro, if you in the hospital and shit, then by all means,
just move up.
Bro, that Boots and Virgil fight will hurt my heart, bro, because I fuck with them, both of them niggas so heavy, bro. Like,
nigga, you know who I'm picking for obvious reasons.
Who you picking?
Nigga, the FBA, of course. Of course. Like, that's not even a question. People, nigga. And I went to school with Ortiz.
You did?
Yeah, you did.
Grand Prairie High School. But not for too long. I was only for a little bit. I wasn't there for too long.
Everybody says they met him. They fuck with him. Like,
he a cool dude. I got nothing against him. He a cool dude. He a real cool dude. I just feel like he doesn't get the criticism that Boots is getting. Like, how you talking about Boots' defense when Virgil Ortiz went life and death with burn check, and he got dropped like 3 times in that fight?
I think he got a lot of push. I think he got a lot of heat for that. I heard a lot of shit like after that, like about Virgil. You know what I'm saying? Because he was supposed to be the dude who knocked out everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he was supposed to knock this dude out, and instead he got dropped twice, even if he just touched the ground and it was a flash knockdown.
I
Right?
don't think that was a flash. But hey, it is what it is. But
Yeah,
with boxing, it's funny though. With boxing, it's really up to the ref what the ref want. If the ref says this, then it's that. But
bro, I was such a fan of that one ref up until the goddamn Tank fight, bro. What's his name?
Yeah, the world's favorite ref.
Bro? Like, I always like tell myself, if I'm watching a fight, like I imagine if I'm like boxing, right? Let's say, who would I want to ref, right? Like, if I feel like I might get hurt, right? Like, I would have Harvey Doc and that motherfucker, right? Just keep his shit clean, right? Like, if I felt like I was going to win, I would have, I think, Steve. What's the white guy, like, and with the blonde hair, like his name just like escapes me, right? But like, if I was going to have a fight with somebody and I knew that I was really like trying to hurt this dude, I was going to have Steve Willis in there because he was going to let us like really do our shit. But like,
I don't know. I think that was that's unexplainable, man. He dropped the ball. That's all that was. He just dropped the ball. I don't think it was they paid him to do it or he did. I just think that it was just he was caught up in the moment and it made a bad call. You know what I mean? But that's unfortunate for Lamont.
Yeah, I think he knew what time it was, man. Them refs be having certain meetings too. Outside the fight.
Yeah, I mean, I can't be mad at you. You feel like that.
Y'all, you know who promotion is. Man.
I mean,
it just like the Tyson Fury shit with Tyson Fury with the when he fought Otto Wallen and he had that big ass cut on his fucking face.
Two big cuts.
Anybody
would have stopped that.
Fury. The reason why I'm trying to tell people about Fury, this nigga has too many situations where it's a close call and the ref is just like, I don't know. Like, nah, fool me once. What they say, fool me twice, nigga. Third time, shame on me, nigga.
Shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on you.
This nigga.
Yeah, he got away. Yeah, I ain't never thought of it like that.
He has multiple situations where the ref is like, the Tank only got one. This nigga Fury got like 4.
Ain't nobody catch that glove flopping around like that.
Hell no.
Yeah, that somebody in on it, man.
You know who caught it though? What's his name? The dude who fought Jared Anderson, Charles Martin. He was like, after the fight, he was like, man, what's up with Fury glove? Why is it flopping like that? But nobody
Did he say that?
Yeah, he said that. You can go back and play an interview. He was like, why the fuck was his gloves flopping like that? He said that way back. And niggas was like, nobody was listening to that shit because they like, this nigga talking bullshit.
It's so I seen it and I'm like, the way he throwing that jab, I'm like, that bitch beautiful. I'm like, it's extra long. I'm like,
he was flicking that.
I'm like,
shit.
It's frustrated water too. I was like, I like that. But you would never think that somebody would do that.
And that's why I feel like Fury definitely did what he had to do because you would never think that somebody would do something like that. You don't expect it. And that's why Floyd Mayweather's TBE, man. He's really TBE. I showed that video of him talking to Maidana. He was like, I'm gonna tell you right now. You ain't wearing them gloves. Fuck no.
Fuck no.
Fuck no. And niggas talking about, Floyd was just bitching. No, that's not bitching. That's being smart. Because when you do some cheating shit to a nigga, as we see with Devin Haney, they don't give a fuck. They just gonna say, nigga, you got your ass whooped. They don't care about none of that cheating shit. So you might as well be that asshole and say, nah, I'm checking the gloves. I'm making sure you clean. We gonna take a drug test right before we step in the motherfucking ring type shit.
And why pretend like this ain't boxing? Like, nigga, this ain't the NBA. This ain't Bell, nigga. Like, this ain't FIFA or what the fuck.
Nigga, if this was the NBA, Ryan would be giving up his entire purse for saying that shit he said about George Floyd.
Oh.
The fuck, they'd find that nigga something crazy if that was the NBA. Imagine fucking one of them white players or Hispanic players saying he wants to do some shit like that and he in the NBA. Boy.
Dog, he better be a star. That nigga might get dropped. like
type shit.
Yeah, they might.
Man, they dropped the owner. They dropped the owner
they dropped the owner because of that shit. For saying some real shit. Don't be fucking with them niggas over there.
Yeah, right. I mean, my thing is, like Ryan, I feel as though that shit hurt him more than it helped him. At the end of the day, that shit cool right now, but that's your legacy. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit ain't gonna never get off your legacy. You got to think like whenever you bring up Ryan bullshit, Ryan, whatever he do, if he go on to be the greatest fighter of all time, that's always gonna follow him.
And that's what I said before you hopped on the mic. I said this little clout shit Ryan got right now is cool or whatever if you think so, but at the end of the day, this is something it's like a felony. It's always going to be on your record.
I'm using that. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's and you don't know
a boxing.
Yeah, like what's the weirdo shit with us? Like, goddamn, there's other people on the planet. Get off niggas' dick, goddamn, lame. And he, he trying to rap and shit. And he was talking about, I grew up in black culture and all that type of shit. Then you do this weird ass shit.
He talking about a black dude
funny ass out of here.
Ryan said all types of weird shit going up to build up to the fight. Remember he said he was gonna save the kids?
Yeah, but that ain't really get as much attention. But as soon as you start attacking black people, you know what I'm saying? That's how because they got a little fetish for that weird ass shit. They got a fetish for black people.
They call it rage bait.
Yeah,
that's what it's called.
They call it promotion nowadays.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah. And
that's what's the kid name? T.O.
Mm-hmm.
Why you can't promote on no Asians?
Shout out to Najee for checking that shit, man.
Yeah, Najee, but Najee was sitting with fucking the one dude who think he black.
Berlanga.
Berlanga, yeah, like Berlanga say nigga so weird and it just don't roll off his tongue right, and he just corny as fuck. It's like extra corny. It's like he just a cornball, like
that's how they do it over there in New York.
Huh?
That's how they do it in New York.
Do what?
They let anybody just say the N-word.
Well, it ain't really no black Americans in New York or like that. I mean, say whatever you want to say. You know what I'm saying? I can't stick my hand up your ass and move your mouth for you, but you ain't no nigga. Period.
Yeah, and my thing is
want to look like a rapper. He got on all this jewelry. He's a cornball, man, on the highest level.
And it's like he not even winning no real fights for real. This nigga, you see who Berlanga just fought?
Yeah, that nigga was just fresh out of prison, like had a fucking siren.
Sloppy dude was built sloppy like a sloppy.
Just did a 10-year bid, came out, gave him a flag, like shit. We about to get this paper. Berlanga missed weight. That dude made sure he was on weight. He wasn't not gonna.
How this nigga got one of those motherfucking? He got the motherfucking before and after Jenny Craig motherfucking results looking ass nigga.
Man, he lost a lot 300 pounds.
And then this nigga making the weight, but Berlanga not making weight, and you the active boxer. And he talking about, I would beat Canelo about this nigga talking about I would have beat Canelo if he threw more punches. Nigga, if you don't shut your stupid ass up.
Berlanga, Berlanga got it. He can't keep hiding behind all this false bravado and all that. It's about he about to have to get kicked in the shit. All right, we just accepted
what's
the
his name?
Bullshit.
Eddie Hearn, bro. Look, Top Rank kicked him to the curve. Eddie Hearn kicked him to the curve. Where does he go from here? PBC trying to pick him up to fight Plant, but he bullshit. So Plant about to fight Charlo.
He don't really want no real smoke, man. He wanted that Canelo win. He want to be a rapper and he want to be black, man. That's what that is, though. He want to be a black man. He can live all this black man fantasy now. But you got to get back in there. You gonna get back in there.
You say he want to be a rapper? He got a song out too?
No, he just want to dress like a rapper and talk like a rapper, and he got all this. All this that shit.
Where you talking about? He got the chains on. And he
how can you afford that? All that shit on their neck, man. That shit about 300,000. That shit.
He in Terror Squad, nigga.
He ain't no Terror Squad, nigga. He ain't no Terror Squad, nigga.
Joe them, bro.
Huh? Fat Joe ain't no nigga. Ain't no niggas. Them wiggers. They wiggers. That's wigger shit. Them the wiggers, huh? Them ain't no man. He ain't no. He's phony. But notice this.
So what fight? If y'all could get any fights signed right now, what fight would y'all watch? What would y'all
right now? Ooh.
If you can get it made,
I remember at one point it was Ryan and Rolly. Like I thought that would have been so, and now it's actually happening, and we kind of like, dead shit.
Is it a little bit too late?
It is.
That type of fight. It is kind of a little too late because niggas done pop dirty and then niggas done already got
Pop
knocked
dirty,
out.
and he been knocked out, all types of wild ass shit.
It's still okay. So I want to see some shit like motherfucking Richard Torres and Justice Honey.
Who?
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Who's that?
So right now, Justice Honey is the #1 heavyweight, I believe, coming out of Australia. It's like y'all seen that Terra Moana nigga, right?
Nah, let me see.
Terra, bro. This dude name is Terra Moana, bro.
You said the fighter name is Justin Honey?
Justice, Justis. Honey, Huni. It's like so Justice Honey is like in the same class as like Richard Torres and Moses Itama.
No, I'm gonna pass on these. Yeah, I'm gonna pass. I gotta.
Yeah, because you ain't see him fight.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta see like what's special about him.
Oh, I think I've seen this nigga. He kind of looked like Ajit Cabia a little bit.
What am I looking for though here? Like,
well, I seen this nigga. I know you're talking about. I've seen this nigga before.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. That is a good fight. But I really want to see Richard Torres versus Jared Anderson.
Yeah, but it's just like, man, we done took so many L's as far as Americans and the heavyweights and shit.
Torres American too, but you know, shit.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man, he was valedictorian of his high school and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
I know, you know, America. I don't think we're gonna get that heavyweight for the next 50 years. We should have just appreciated Wilder because we ain't getting that shit again.
I mean, I think Britain about to get another heavyweight. I think Danny the Boy might knock out Usyk on some weird shit. So they're gonna make that ring small as shit. Hold on, say that again.
I said I feel like the UK is gonna get another heavyweight champion because Danny the Boy is gonna end up beating Usyk. And I know that sounds crazy as shit, but watch. I feel like they got something set up for Usyk. He better be careful.
Boy, they got retirement set up for Usyk to go out like in a blaze of glory. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna have to give up them belts. They're gonna make sure.
Yeah, because Daniel's like what, 27?
He's fresh. He's young. He's strong. He said, "I know what I did wrong." He got to blitz his ass.
Man, I do think that, you know, over there they're gonna like keep the heavyweights, especially with Moses Itama and shit. Because like, bro, all our heavyweights are in the NBA, in the NFL and shit, man.
Getting fucking BBL bandits fucking pregnant and shit. That's what the fuck our heavyweight champions are. Potential champions are doing. Yeah,
because remember Deontay, that's what he wanted to do, man. He was like, I'm from Alabama. I'm gonna go to the University of Alabama and I'm gonna play either football or I'm gonna play basketball and I'm gonna do my thing. But my grades weren't high enough, so I'm gonna go to community college and get my grades up. And during that time, he had his daughter has spina bifida. I need money now.
I need money now. So boxing really chose that nigga, if anything. These niggas not choosing boxing no more for real.
But I mean, to have that spirit, he was destined to be a boxer. I just wish he could have got in 5 years earlier or something like that. To have that type of spirit, I'm ready to die in the ring. You can't teach that. You know what I'm saying?
You can't, and that's why everybody talk about certain skills. There's a skill that you cannot teach, and it's called having heart.
And will.
You can't teach that. That shit's just in niggas.
That's one of the reasons I don't think, like he should, probably get like some jump fights back because we like to see him not, bro. Because it's like if there's one thing that Deontay is good at is knocking the shit out some bums, nigga. Like he gonna take some bums and he gonna put him in the dirt, nigga.
You ever think that maybe, nigga, it's just time to just. It's just time to sit down.
He's coming back.
He hit Zhang with the bomb. He hit.
No, he didn't.
With the right, bro. He hit Zhang with the right
hand. He might have landed the right hand, but he ain't land the bomb. Zhang I'm
just saying he let the right hand go and it touched Zhang, and Zhang said,
Nah, go back and watch that fight, bro. He was shaking hands with Zane. Wilder wasn't there upstairs. He was not trying. That wasn't that same to
That's
this
what he's
day.
saying. That's what
Wilder.
he's
That
saying.
wasn't that
That's
Wilder.
what Wilder's saying. But niggas
You
is like,
know,
all
I
right,
put Wilder like right under my Roy Jones list. Like Wilder's like one of my favorite fighters of all time. That
trust
wasn't the
me, me too.
same.
Me too.
Huh?
Me
Yeah,
too. I rock
it
with
just
Wilder.
wasn't the same passion. It wasn't the same fire. He
Yeah,
wasn't leading up to the fight. He wasn't like, I'm about to kill this motherfucker. I want a body. That's the Wilder that I need.
that's
But he coming back and
Them
they say,
days might
man,
be long
he lost
gone,
his
my
confidence,
brother.
man.
he is gonna. Hopefully, I wish he would stay retired. I'm okay with what he did. But
So he need to go ahead and help the kids down in Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Open up some gyms and shit down there. Get some franchises going, own some land, start some farms and shit. You know what I'm saying? Take care of his family.
What do you tell a man who say, man, fuck that. This is all I know.
And this my dream. He still want to be one face, one name. He still want to be undisputed.
That's
And he's still young. He only what? 39, 40?
not
No, what I'm saying, no, hold on, wait. Hear me out. No, hear me out. Hear me out. George Foreman did it at 46. He did it
I
at
know
46.
that's true. And you know, that is something to think about. That is
But
definitely
Foreman wasn't no
something to think
Bridgerweight.
about.
Well, the Foreman wasn't 6'7" either.
Yeah, but he wasn't no Bridgerweight.
But that's true.
And that
Foreman,
heavyweight.
but Foreman
And
got
Foreman
his
ain't had no bomb. Foreman
got
ain't
his
got no
ass
one punch
toned
knockout.
up before he
Also,
got
check
that
this
position.
out. The reasons for them fighting will be opposite. Foreman fighting because he need money. Deontay done made it to the other side, bro, and he done licked the toad and took the drugs and shit, man. And he done talked to God and all that shit, bro. Like, he done made peace with all his shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like he actually don't need low key. He don't
guy
need
fighting for legacy and the guy fighting for money, which I think Foreman
And he's
still
gonna
was fighting
ruin
for
his
for
legacy by
too.
taking another L because they already judging him off these L's from Parker and Zhang and saying, "Oh, Wilder's just washed up."
He is though.
He might be because
Yeah,
he done
I think he is.
What else he need?
Well, yeah, right. But it's when you fighting for legacy, that's something different. That's like Hopkins was old. He had money, but he just liked the game. He liked the game. He got to get knocked out the ring. Wilder might got to get knocked out the ring, but that right hand always there. Wilder ain't. I don't want to say he ain't take no damage.
Said Wilder's
He
wife
did.
dipped and got his hair wrong. His wife sure did dip.
Oh, his wife left him.
Bro, he got so much drama going on.
Yeah, and then he got some outside.
Why these niggas be going to go getting these little yellow bitches, man? Like, man, a real black woman like your mama, man, that's gonna stick around. Oh, that's what I don't like about when these niggas get up a little bag.
Man, it get deeper than that, man. We ain't gotta talk about it, but
I know it get worse. It
get deeper than
it
that.
get deeper than that. Wilder, other people ain't the one to blame for this.
Yeah, Wilder ain't perfect, you know.
Yeah, Wilder ain't perfect.
He ain't perfect. I'm just saying.
When you that nigga, bruh, and it's just like you got this. You know what I'm saying? Walking around the earth with normal people and shit. You know what I'm saying? You be making different decisions, man. And you the heavyweight champion of the world.
Was she like a hoe or something?
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I don't like it.
I don't know
the particulars.
I don't know that.
I like to keep it in the ring, but you know, like.
But that type of shit can affect boxers in the ring though, because boxing is mental. So,
but that might be that might be a good thing. He didn't now he didn't cut out the fat. He didn't got the weirdos away from around you. You know what I'm saying? And now just straight to it, straight heads being knocked off.
I mean, but also it's like, what is he really doing in the ring? You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't have like a foundation to like depend on. I hold my feet like this, I throw a punch like this. When this is how I guard myself. All he got is just like, I'm gonna get in the ring and I'm gonna turn this nigga to dust.
And it's like
he don't got a foundation.
Hold on. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when you look at Wilder,
confidence fighter.
When you look at Wilder today, right? And I'm talking about Wilder strictly today. Wilder, it's like he goes in like go watch the fight. He'll throw a punch and then he'll drop his hand and he'll look like he's holding his hands up. Like this nigga cannot even hold his hand up. You will never see Wilder go like this on some catching shit. He's more of like, I'm gonna walk you down and I'm gonna just lunge that shit. I'm gonna just throw it at you. It's not even the same no more, bro. It's It's like this
No,
nigga
he's
has
not
so
holding
many
his hand up.
injuries.
He adjusting his glove because he's trying to knock you out. He's saying he keep fixing it. He trying to put the knuckle into the glove. He pushing it. He breaking that bitch in because he know what he's looking for. That's all he's looking for.
And that's terrible habit. And that's a terrible.
That one.
No, that is a terrible habit. But it gets there. Somebody said one.
There's one footage, man, that really had me hyped for that Wilder versus Fury 3 rematch. It was when Wilder and Malik Scott was hitting the pads, and they was literally only working on the 1-2 down the middle. And I said, man, see, that's it. That's really it. Because you can't really teach an old dog new tricks. This guy Wilder just practice, at least practice on disguising the 1-2. But this guy, they had him doing all types of shit, trying to do some side steps and all this, and it's like you can't do that at your age. You just gotta stick what you know. Stick what you know.
See the footage where he did like the little spin and shit, like he had that stick.
Yeah, he was like,
he was just playing around though. He was just joking around.
But still,
I mean that's a media workout, nigga. Like,
no, what you mean? It's a media workout. It's a media workout. Yeah, that ain't a real workout. He just joking around.
Yeah, but the purpose of that is to show us like what you have. You know what I'm saying? For the media to then report to everyone before the fight.
But no, it's a media workout though. It's a bullshit workout. You just playing around.
You did that.
My thing is, I'm always support.
Yeah, that was way later. What you talking about? That was way later.
That was the upcoming fight.
No, it wasn't the upcoming fight. Oh, you hold on. When you say he got, I thought you were talking about the Zhang fight. I thought you were talking about
this was very recent.
Yeah, this was
that was the spin thing. That wasn't after the Fury fight.
No, that was.
Look it up. That wasn't after the Fury
fight. And the thing is, like the guy who was doing
still had dreads when he did the spin thing. I think he still had dreads.
No, but here's what he might be thinking about.
What gym was he working out?
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
that's two different things. Oh, okay. I ain't see that.
It's not that. Trust our word on it.
Yeah, if you think about
what?
Just trust our word on it.
Yeah, because
it's not the same video.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I didn't see it then.
Yeah, because that guy who was holding stick used to like be a trainer for Stivern, I think.
Yeah, Don House, I think.
Yeah, and so he was doing that same shit. And there's footage of that. You know what I'm saying? And it still looked goofy.
Oh, that might be what I was talking about then. Yeah.
Yeah. So it might be.
And my thing is this, man. It's whatever Wilder chooses. It's his own life, his own career. I'm gonna support it. If he go in there and he go in there and die in there, and that's on him. I ain't praying for that. But if he go in there and survive and knock the nigga out, then whatever. It is what it is.
I don't think he's gonna die in the ring or nothing like that. I don't think it's that serious. I think he's just gonna be looking bad. It's just gonna be a bunch of probably 2 more bad times he go in there and look bad, and then he like, all right.
Pretty soon they just gonna stop sanctioning his fights. They gonna say,
oh, bro, he ain't getting did like that, man. Come on, man. No, come on.
I don't even need to see this nigga like fight for the belt too many times, bro. I'm perfectly fine.
This nigga Volo said I'm going OD.
No, it ain't that.
It's like that whole Vern, bro.
Nah, that's fucked up.
Somebody get knocked out, like they get walked up to him, like just like,
bro. He had him gone.
You gotta think about it, bro. Those days was long, bro. Think about how long ago the pandemic was. Wilder was in prime before the pandemic. It all went bad during the pandemic for Wilder. And that was a while ago, bro. So times has definitely changed, man.
But I mean, a layoff, like I said, George Foreman. You know what I mean? That like George Foreman took 10 years off. You know what I'm saying? And came back with a big stomach, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? And he rattled off 40 fights. 40 fights. He was in 40 fights after the 40 fights he already had. 30-something fights or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
if Bridgerweight was really taken seriously as a division,
no,
Deontay will still be undefeated.
No, Bridgerweight, no nothing. I'm an old school dude. Heavyweight. I don't even like the cruiserweights, and they skilled, but I don't even really like that. I feel like after 175, it is what it is. When you weigh over 175,
you don't like Joey Opatoya?
I don't even know who that is.
Oh yeah. I like dude. They talking about him.
Toya.
Yeah, the dude from Australia. It's like they say his name. Like,
the dude you just told us?
That nigga a monster.
Nah, different dude. He looked like He looked like
Is he at the cruiser?
Mm-hmm.
Cruiser, I don't know. I don't really. It's hard to follow the cruisers because it's that weird area.
Yeah, and it's not a lot of them. You know, so
yeah,
it's like
it ain't a lot of them yet.
Yeah, because the real fight at cruiserweight is Zerto and Opataya.
Oh yeah.
I gotta take a look at it. And
but
it ain't no Americans right there.
Cruiserweight?
So
you know who need to be fighting that cruiserweight? Benavidez.
Ooh, put on 25 pounds, bro. Like, but
no, you know who need to be fighting that cruiserweight? Deontay Wilder. That'd be a good way to go back, you know, because he said that he could win. He said that he was gonna drop down the cruiserweight. I remember him saying that.
He might be too old.
Yeah.
I would like to see it, but he might be too old to like be like.
Gonna need a time machine, bro.
199 pounds, point whatever.
He be coming in. He came in at 209 before, 214. Why not? Now, I mean, that's just a fantasy.
My brother, it's 2025. We're talking about Wilder. His prime was like 2018.
How much do you think Wilder weigh right now?
I don't even know, man.
He don't weigh no more than 225 walking around.
If that.
But also, he got a fight coming up because he got a fight coming up for exactly what I want to see. He beating the shit out of like some.
Yeah, he need. That's what I said. Wilder just need like some hometown fights to just call it a deal. Get the city to come out and to say, you know, I'm hanging it up. I had a great career. I really didn't want to do this boxing shit, but I did it for my daughter. You know, everybody's gonna love that story, bro. For real. I just don't like how people didn't fuck with him after that Fury shit.
Like me, if I was Wilder, I'd never forget them motherfuckers for that. Y'all boo me in America? Nah.
I'll never forget them. I'll never forgive y'all for letting the fucking Irish mob go in here.
Fuck the money, man. Like, man, fuck what you mean? Rich as fuck, man. Fuck the money.
What you mean? Fuck the money? You nigga.
What you see? Let me ask you this. Go ahead. Let me ask you this. What race is you?
I'm black and Native American.
So you mix, so you don't really understand.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
He should understand because his people getting money. Native Americans getting money.
That's why he's saying he's rich. That's why he's saying he's rich.
So if like
that's why he's saying he's rich. You don't understand. Listen, what I'm telling you.
But hold on, Hold on. I'm gonna have to put you on mute real quick. Hold on, though, because I actually agree with the brother. I do think about it. Sometimes I be thinking to myself, man, fuck these people. Nigga, y'all rich. These people are fickle as hell. They change like, bro, look at, there's no morals in society today. And you expect these people to have some type of moral respect for you. No, these niggas don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
And check this
out. Let me say this, bro. All right, bro. I got you on that one. I got you on that. Canelo rich. Canelo will never get booed in Mexico City. Fucking Miguel Cotto rich. He'll never get booed in Mexico. Come on, man. Like I'm talking about on some American shit.
But I'm just saying, how long we been black? We been knowing they been doing this shit for a long time.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I never forgive for that shit. Like, what you mean? How long we been black? Been black my whole life. Shit, I go outside with this. They know what I am. It ain't no questioning none of this shit. And I'm a nigga for sure.
You have a reason to be angry,
huh?
You have a reason to be angry, but you
they really booed them in America, bro.
But you really don't. We ain't gonna agree, Art. You made your money in America.
We ain't gonna agree, Art.
The same market that booed you is the same market that paid you.
We ain't gonna agree, Art. We ain't gonna agree, Art. If Deontay Wilder was a big ass white boy knocking out motherfuckers, he'd be Captain America.
But this is something we know already, though.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, so that don't mean like I don't justify the act. Like, we black, so we progress. Man,
I get it. So, but my point is, so what is he supposed to do?
Nothing. He did what he was supposed to do, but what I'm saying is, I would have never forgave him for that. Like, I don't forget, man. What you mean?
Yeah, but you know, here's the thing. He got more people in America within them booths. He got cheers. I was at Wilder Fury 3. They was cheering for him when he did the walkout. I can show you the walkout. They was cheering.
After he done got his head beat in, and they was already done, and now they went. Man, don't love me when I lose.
When he walked out to the ring, they was cheering for him.
This is a black. I mean, not even black. Let's just say this. This is an American heavyweight champion. This is a good guy. He ain't no drug dealer, no gangbanger. No. He came up the American way. Work hard, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. brought a bronze medal back to America. They booed him because he was black. So man, and you know how I feel about the situation.
Here's
You know, I'm a
the
Jack
thing.
Johnson
We
fan.
already know this.
Yeah.
Right. So it's just like we have to stop giving a fuck about the fact that they look
Hold
at
on, bro. Hold on, bro. Seriously though.
You know what I'm saying? Like I get that
because you can't really comment on this situation.
Yes, I can.
You don't look black. You don't face the world as a black man.
Yes, I do.
Period. Whether you like that or not, you don't face the world as a black man.
Bro,
you can pass
we can't do that because we can't do that because
all right, bro. Well, I gotta get off your space if I can't talk real. I appreciate you letting me speak, Art.
So also about like that money part. Oh, he done left on that shit.
I don't know. He just got a disagreement, but it's fine. My thing is with the money. It's like, bro, you can be mad all you want, but you cannot change it because this system's been around for hundreds of years. You can move forward and say, okay, well, I'm gonna move different. I'm gonna move different with my people, 100%.
Yeah, because
and you should appreciate the people that supported you in this country. It's not like everybody in America hated Wilder. This nigga got hella supporters, hella fans, like myself, who still rock with him. So he should enjoy the people who rock with him and enjoy the money that he's made.
And he got so much life ahead of him to do a lot more than just boxing. Like that's what the money is for. He reached the goal. You know what I'm saying? Like he can really be a lot more than just like a boxer. Like we know it's just like, okay, like when you're looking at sports, particularly in boxing, is just like, yeah, the black athletes, you know, by consensus get a lot more criticism than the other athletes. But it's just like we get that. It's always been this way. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if you're gonna walk around and be unable to like forgive someone because of their opinion of you, it's just like that's what I mean. Wilder made it to the other side. He done figured out a lot of his problems. He's like a happy person now. He doesn't need that.
That's what I'm saying. This dude walking around happy as shit. He not walking around, oh my God, these niggas booed me forever. I gotta have a grudge. Nigga, he can have a grudge, but he going to having a fucking bad heart. Just move accordingly. That's all you gotta do. Just move accordingly.
And also, it's just like he stepped in the ring like what 42 times as a professional. Like, dog, it's just like what can they say about you, like as a man, for real? Like
they can't really because they can hate and say, oh, well, you got knocked out. Well, you got to think about it, nigga. I did this shit for my daughter, and I overachieved. I've actually, if you really by clowning Wilder, you're really bigging him up because it's like, if you say he's trash and all this, but how the fuck did he get here? How did he get in a position where one of the best heavyweights ever, Tyson Fury, like they like to claim, this nigga put him on his ass multiple times and arguably knocked him out. So how the fuck did he get here being so trash? He overachieved, right? So it's like he really don't owe nobody nothing besides just his kids. Just, you know, that's it. That's the only people he should be caring about, not what the fuck niggas booing. They boo Haney, they boo Boots, all that shit. Who cares?
The only real criticism we could give, which probably isn't even really his fault, and this is like requiring niggas to go into like the nitty gritty, right? Like, how does a nigga get to like 32 knockouts and 32 wins and like 30 knockouts, right? And most of them are people that are like we never heard of, right? Like he did a lot of that before, you know, he got like to those big names, right? So there's also that's kind of like help supplement maybe his lack of skill, but you know, we love seeing him.
He learned on the job.
He facts, but he did go to the Olympics though, and he got a bronze medal, which is still like
went quick. It wasn't like, oh, he studied boxing and then he went to the Olympics after some years. It was like, nah, he went straight into the Olympics like a year after he started boxing, just being off a natural talent.
Like, far as like Wilder being a legend, like coming off the street and just fucking getting a bronze medal in the Olympics, if he never boxed again, like after that, that would like qualify him as like a legend in some sense, like in boxing.
And then the fact that you held the title for 10 title defenses, and people are like, oh well, you don't know these people. Bro, do you know how hard it is to hold a belt for 5 years and defend it consecutively against grown ass men that outweigh you every time? Every opponent that Wilder is fighting was outweighing him, regardless if you think it's a can or not. And you talking about cans, these fighters today, how long do these fighters hold belts today? Let's be real. Like one, two. What's the average of a fighter holding a belt today in modern boxing?
There's only a couple outliers, but
About
they don't.
two, three fights. The
Yeah.
average is like two fights, two, three fights. Wilder
It
held
up.
that title for 10 fights for 5 years. He wasn't just sitting on the couch, he was boxing. And niggas want to sit there like that shit's easy. Bro, you got niggas like Jared Anderson talking about he don't even want to punch niggas in they fucking gut because he touching elbows. And he don't like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm trying to tell. Like, bro, it's a difference. Like, you can say Wilder lacked this, but Wilder packed something that these niggas don't, which is the heart and the will, determination to be great.
Facts.
Niggas be missing that shit. Niggas be joining boxing just because they big or
But it's also
they
like,
got a little pop.
but it's also a tragedy that caused that. Like he did this to seek out like a solution to a problem, right? You know, it wasn't just like pure like I want to do this and I'm going to be this. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like there's also that. So I wouldn't necessarily like wish something like that on like any of the fighters, but like to have that, like you say, you can't necessarily teach that. You either born with that or it's like something like brings that shit up out of you. You know what I'm saying?
I think little Danny the Boy ended up getting it because Danny the Boy at one time he was a little soft, a little soft. I ain't gonna lie.
You
But
think
then
so?
after he got that L from Joseph Parker, he came back with a vengeance on some like, nigga, I gotta come back. And he
I
definitely
mean,
worked his way back.
I watched that fight recently. Like he didn't really do the best. And I wouldn't necessarily say like the way he got knocked out was him quitting, right? Like
He
he broke
quit
his
because he
fucking
couldn't get out
orbital.
the way of that jab.
That a fucking orbital, his eye fucking cracked. And the nigga just like took a knee. Like
And he
I
came
get it.
back. Some niggas can't do that, man. That's all I'm saying. Some people can't do that.
Dog, I was on the ceiling when that nigga was fighting Anthony Joshua, bro.
Oh yeah, me too.
Oh my God.
Nah, just some funny shit. I was watching that shit with my niece. She was watching that shit with me, and I was just like, just watching or whatever. And she said, when Joshua got knocked down, she said, why isn't he not getting up? And I said, man, I couldn't stop laughing. But I was just like, damn, bro, Joshua, what the fuck, bro? But I wasn't shocked because we didn't already see Joshua get knocked out before, lose before, so it wasn't surprising.
And I don't know why they keep, well, and they always have doubts about Dubois for whatever reason. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like a lot of the same shit is like while a lot of people feel like that first fight, like with Bivol and Betterbeef, was like an upset. Like, I knew Betterbeef was going to come in and win that shit.
Man, I picked Bivol, and I feel like, look, you probably gonna disagree with me, but look, I picked Bivol both of those fights. I feel like Bivol won the first fight and the second, but I understand why they gave the first fight to Better Beef. I'm not a judge, but I respect their decision. But I feel like Bivol edged it. But I do understand why they believe he won. But go ahead, Cook.
Well, bro, that second fight, like, I almost think like getting your loss back is better than being undefeated. You know what
You
I'm saying?
think
Like,
so?
yeah, bro, because it's like we could see somebody like be special, but like to like lose and then fix themselves and then watch
And
them
then adjust
more
and come back.
special, just watch them grow and just like they're literally better fighters when they approach this shit. And then he just
Yeah.
win. You know what I'm saying?
I like it's like how Charlo did Tony Harrison. I like that shit.
I didn't see that one. I think I only saw clips of that one a while ago.
Charlo versus Tony Harrison. They fought twice. First time was on some bullshit.
I was
But
just
yeah,
we need some Charlo action soon, man. It's like these niggas' records and like they resumes is like just like too good for shit to
man,
just
but we
fall, nigga. Like,
our fighters, man, they getting older, bro. It's almost that time.
but this new crop is full of dogs, bro. Jesus Price. All these kids want to kill each other, bro. Like, and there's niggas that you ain't even heard of, bro. Like, you know who Wilkins Matthew is?
Oh, no.
Bro, this nigga is fucking special, bro. He's like from Canada. You know, Matthew Wilkins Matthew got the French name and shit. Like, they speak French. He be fighting on like them little cards. Is just like with John Orobio and
What weight class?
he's a light heavyweight. Fight at 175, kind of go between 175 and like
Is he fucking with Morrell?
Say what?
Can you fuck with Morrell?
So
that's gonna be the real question nowadays. Can these niggas fuck with Morrell? Because if they ain't fucking with Morrell, then they're not fucking with Benavidez. And if they ain't fucking with them, they ain't fucking with the Destro, ain't fucking with Bivol them.
I'm gonna tell you what, he still ended like the development phase, right? Like the story with this nigga, right? So he done this nigga like dropped out of school on his own, like moved to fucking Canada, like from somewhere, right? And then nigga just like started boxing, bro. And then
does he box with what's his face? That African dude, Mobility. Does he fuck? Is he in this camp?
I think he's like around Billy, but bro, you know those it's like the same company, the same promotion that be having these fights out in Canada that be on like the Zone or whatever, and it's the same. So if you've been watching those, it's just like, oh, and also and there's like an Eastern European dude that fight with him also, Mehmet Uno.
But I don't look. My thing is, I don't be watching too many fighters. They really got to make an impression on me, to be honest. For real, they got to. My thing is, if I'm watching watching the fight, if I see them, they look good. Yeah, I'm definitely supporting. Some fighters I see coming up though. Mason though.
Mason, like Mason.
Fuck with him. I feel like he's gonna be the future man. Guys like that's gonna be on the pound for pound list. But they saying that he's chinny though. What you think about that?
This nigga ain't chinny. He just got Jerron in his problems. You know what I'm saying? And he young. You know what I'm saying?
What is that?
So it's just like if he don't respect your power, he gonna let you hit him, you know, and then he's gonna knock you the fuck out, right? But Abdullah, he's like learning and trying to get better. He doesn't want to get hit. It's just like he also keeps his hands low. He keeps his lead hand low, right? And that last fight, it really like showed because it lasted like longer than his typical fight, and he kept getting caught with like straights and jabs and shit because he just kept his shit low. And you can hear Valiant in the corner like, "Get your fucking hands up." So it's like he's still growing, but like, bro, he's a problem for fucking anybody. And even though he did do that, he still knocked the nigga out. You know what I'm saying? So all the flaws happen and then highlights. You know, so he's like learning.
I like how Top Rank they kind of want to fast track him because they were trying to make a Floyd Schofield fight, but these niggas backed out once again. Bro, these niggas an embarrassment.
Dog, I think this nigga Abdullah is fast tracking himself, bro. He is just lining shit up and he stayed ready. So it's like no matter I wouldn't be surprised if everybody's like courting him. Like he just signed something with Turkey and shit.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stay active because that weight cut.
That
if you fight like that, you gotta stay. You gotta keep it going because if you sit down and start eating burgers and shit.
And he got supreme confidence in himself. Like he know how to carry himself. He's articulate and he's smart. But this nigga Abdullah is like, really, I will like kill all of you niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think about when fighters? Because I'm starting to see a lot of more Muslim fighters. Do you think them being Muslim can fuck with their stardom?
In 2020,
somebody made a point like that to me.
In 2025, can it fuck with their stardom? I was actually thinking it might enhance their stardom because we have a new player in the game where, you know, the country that they're hosting all their shit at.
What's his name?
You know,
I've heard things. I heard that they don't look at Black Americans as real Muslims. To be honest, I've heard something like that. I'm not a religious person. I don't know too much. I could be wrong, but this is just stuff that I heard.
Well, I guarantee you there's some of them there. You know, there's the full spectrum. You know, there's all types of people. You know what I'm saying? Just like there's good brothers over there you just meet and they just talk to you and it just be good folks, you know.
But Turkey signed Abdullah, so there's some type of love there. He
Yeah, that
signed,
just happened.
but I don't know. I don't understand when they say signed him. Like, what does that mean? Like,
Yeah,
he's gonna be
what
wearing
does
like
that entail for real? Like signed as what?
what? Like what? They're talking
What?
about brand ambassador. So what is he gonna be wearing? Like Ring magazine shorts? Like what? I don't get it.
Yeah, because it's just like bitches be brand ambassadors on Instagram.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what are y'all doing? Y'all just gonna be you know what I think it is? They're gonna make sure that these fighters get these Ring magazine belts and they're gonna all take pictures with the Ring magazine. They're trying to
And if you look,
I get what Turkey's doing with the I actually like that. I do understand that it could be a whole bunch of bias, but nigga, boxing is open. It's an open market.
I
These
mean,
guys,
it's
they
man.
bought the Ring magazine and now they're hosting awards and ceremonies and passing out belts.
Yeah, I do think it's unfairly affecting the market though, because like this isn't just like a regular player like entering the game. Because it's just like when we say Turkey Al Sheikh is entering the game and is doing all these things, yeah, it's good for the sport, but this isn't just Turkey Al Sheikh in the sport. I mean, getting in the sport. This is the country of Saudi Arabia getting, and this is a government entity. You know what I'm saying? Getting
But
involved, like support.
they can get involved, but I feel like if Top Rank and PBC partner up, fuck that. They're not gonna be able to compete.
So it becomes less of a money game, which everyone else is interested in, and it becomes a power game, for the sake
Yeah, and
of
then they're gonna be forced to work with each other if
yeah.
PBC and
So
Top Rank works with each other. Then
yeah, so
everybody's just and I feel like everybody do needs to just work together.
yeah, I mean that's one thing that's really the issue. Like with boxing, like some of the shit we see, I'll be like, how are the feds not like on this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Because
are millions of
I feel
dollars?
like they wanted to
Like,
keep on going. See, but they stepped in for that Wilder. They stepped in for that trilogy with Fury, right? The feds.
you think so?
No, I know so.
Tell me
You didn't
about
hear
it.
about that?
Tell me about it.
Do you remember the company MTK Global?
Sounds familiar. I don't really remember too much though.
That shit's gone. That shit was with Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury. Basically, his advisor is a wanted mob boss,
Oh shit!
and
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
and he was
I remember hearing about.
financially involved in Tyson Fury's career.
Oh yeah, I
In
heard
the
about.
it's specifically in those trilogies, and then they used the money from the trilogies to fund the criminal enterprise.
Damn,
And now niggas got banned. Tyson Fury's
that's
banned from the country. It's a long story, but
right.
man, I've been cooking for 2 hours. I gotta get up out of here. Artmanapparel.com, best boxing merch in the game. Artmanapparel.com.
Salute.